What's going on? It's your dog, Art Man the Great, and we're back with another boxing conversation. I know it's been a little minute since I've been on a little live, but it's all good because I'm here today and I want to talk a little bit about some boxing. You know what I'm saying? Sport that I love and hate. I love it when we get great fights like Devin Haney versus Brian Norman, but I hate when we have niggas like Shakur Stevenson talking about he can't fight Dev without a rehydration clause. That is some sucker shit. So we gonna speak on that. We're gonna speak on that for sure. Man, I'm still eating good off this Brian Norman versus 80 fight though. Man, that was a good fight, man. I swear that was a good fight, man. The whole build up, the aftermath, all that shit, dude. People really sitting here telling me, "Oh, Art, man, you don't know shit about boxing. Brian Norman is the man." Now today, now today, I can't find a fucking Brian Norman fan to save my life. I can't find five Brian Norman fans to save my life right now. If somebody had a gun in my head and said, "Hey, yo, find me five Brian Norman fans right now, or it's over for you, our man." Nigga, I might as well get my affairs in order because, man, them niggas, they done hopped off that train so damn fast. Boy, before the fight, niggas was talking about, ooh, Brian Norman in this southern drawl. Nah, these niggas is quiet as shit, man. Said, who's Brian Norman? I know. Who the fuck is that? Who the fuck is that, man? We don't even know no more. Niggas don't even know who the hell that is no more. Damn, you already got me going one already, man. Shit. Look, man. Shit's been good on this side, man. It has. Shit, where you at, man? You was MIA. I'm glad you back. Yeah, man. I just been so busy, man, with these hoodies, bro, and these shirts. I've been trying to get all this shit arranged for shipping week this week. Got a lot of hoodies, man. Shout out to Devin Haney, bro. Put on that performance, and I told people, I said after that fight, I'm gonna paint it up. But I ain't know my shit was gonna be booming like that. Shit. But I'm here. I'm here. We talking boxing. Anyways, yeah, man. So I've been chilling on boxing for a little bit, but there's a couple things I've been seeing online that just got me ready to talk, which is that goddamn Shakur Stevenson sounding so damn crazy on the net right now. This man Shakur said he said that he'll fight Conor Ben, but when it comes to Dev, he want to fight Dev on a rehydration clause. Nigga, that ain't gangster, nigga. I thought niggas was New Jersey Devils. I thought niggas was real life from the trenches and all that shit. I ain't know they had rehydration clauses in the trenches. I mean, you go to the trenches, nigga, you might see a couple fiends. You might, you know what I'm saying, know where to get some rocks from, you know what I'm saying? You might know where, you know what I'm saying? You might know a couple things out there, but I never went to the hood. I never went to the trenches and found some rehydration clauses. That ain't in the trenches. Not the trenches I know. The trenches don't got rehydration clauses, nigga. Said, bro, look up Boxing Joe's video at the dev. You clown senior for real. Man, I ain't gotta say nothing to senior. Senior already know what time it is, man. Man, you seen Gary Russell hating on Dev performance today? Yeah, I seen that. Niggas talking about some, oh, that was a lucky Dev hit him with a lucky shot. Man, these niggas is pathetic, bro. All these niggas is pathetic. Whenever it comes to Dev, whenever it comes to Dev, niggas want to be a hater and a businessman at the same time. You a businessman hater. Yeah, he want to dehydrate. That's exactly what it is, bro. He want. This is what niggas seen. Niggas seen Dev looking like unbeatable. He looked unbeatable in that. in that fight with Norman, because Dev went in that fight fully comfortable, no drain, no nothing. And to be honest, Devin didn't even use 100%. He didn't even go 100% in that fight for real. For real, he didn't use everything. There's so much shit I seen in that sparring clip. This nigga was going crazy in that fight. He didn't even have to go full out on that nigga Brian Norman, because Brian Norman was just too green. And Shakur know, if he stepped to Dev comfortable like that and make Dev have to really tap into that bag, he gonna beat the shit out of this nigga. Gonna beat the shit out of that nigga, and he know that shit. He too small. Shakur's too small, and his hands. He don't got. He like I like to say, Dev don't got no pop. No, this nigga Shakur don't got that pop for real, because his hands fucked up. Shakur hands is messed up. It's gonna hurt Shakur trying to hurt Devin Haney if they fought. It would hurt him trying to hurt Devin Haney, because his nigga hands fucked up, and he know this shit. Talking about rehydration clause. Nigga, get the fuck out of here, dude. And all his Shakur fans on the nine. Man, you see, y'all niggas just Devin Dick Riders. Y'all don't even know, bro. Y'all don't even know. I mean, most fighters use rehydration. Nigga, shut the fuck up, man. I don't want to hear none of that. None of that. Oh, most fighters use rehydration clause and all this shit. These niggas making hell excuses for Shakur, bro. Let's just call it how it is, man. The man's not confident. He's not confident. He's not confident that he can move up and weight and fight a world champion. You know, some like Terrence Crawford and a Devin Haney. He's not confident he can move up and fight a skilled world champion, an undefeated world champion. See, Tio, I give him his props for fighting Tio. I mean, Tio lost to to one of Devin Haney's leftovers. But he's confident to fight that guy. He's not confident enough to jump up and fight somebody as skilled as Devin Haney, because he know Dev gonna whoop his ass. And when he whoops his ass, it's gonna be hard to build back up from that. Let me put it in perspective for y'all. Shakur, the only thing that Shakur really got going for himself is the fact that he's undefeated. He's a champion at a lower weight class. But the fans don't really like his style that much. And he don't really sell that much. But it's okay though, because he can sell if he fights the right person. Shakur knows if he goes into this fight with Devin Haney and loses, kind of like how Brian Norman lost, like gets shut out, ain't shit you can do. It's gonna be hard to build back up from that. So it's like, man, I might as well keep on building before I even think about fighting a nigga like Devin Haney. And I see that play. I just wish Shakur fans would keep it on 100 instead of trying to make excuses. This nigga Shakur today talking about some Dev. He want to fight Dev on a rehydration clause, and these niggas want to pull up a picture from fucking 2019. Like, bro, are you niggas crazy? Are y'all insane? Y'all talking about some secret recorded videos of of Bill taken out of context. Y'all want to use that, but niggas don't want to use the man today saying, hey man, I can't fuck with Dev unless this nigga got a rehydration clause. Like, nigga, let's speak on that shit. Stop telling me about how this nigga jumped in the ring with Lomachenko, because we already seen what happened after that. He declined to fight. He declined to fight afterwards for whatever reason. But now let's talk about what's going on right now. What's going on right now is your guy talking about he want to fight Dev with a rehydration clause. Let's roll the fucking clip so y'all don't just hear me out. I want y'all to hear this shit for what it is. One no, like this nigga sound crazy. So you can keep going down that list. I would love to fight Devin. I would love to fight Devin. Now, only thing is because a lot of people kind of compared me saying that I fight kind of Ben with Devin Haney, and I understand it. Mm-hmm. But the thing that I said, even with Conor Ben, I would want the same weight clause as he put on Eubank. Yeah. And that's what I want come fighting that with Conor Ben now. When I go to 47 with Devin, is he's going to allow the same weight clause? Like, it becomes a business. Right. Like, how we going to fight. He comes to business. When I go to 47 with Devin, is he's gonna allow the same weight clause? Like it becomes a business. Right. Like how we gonna do this fight? And if he do shit, let's lock in, gang. So Conor Ben is still on it. I mean, if he do, man, let's lock in, bro. Nigga, shut up, nigga. You sound like a sucker, bro. Like, nigga, what? That sound like some sucker shit. Oh, I want to put him on the rehydration clause, and if he wants to take it, then we can lock in, gang. Cause it's all about business when it comes to death. Nigga, shut up. Shut up, bro. This nigga sounds so scary. And Shakur fans want to, oh yeah, you from the trenches, bro. He can never be scared of death. Nigga, I don't give a fuck what you're saying. I'm listening to what the fighter is saying. And the fighter is saying that he can fight death, but there have to be one of the biggest stipulations in fucking boxing, which is putting on a rehydration clause. So I don't want to hear that shit about how this nigga's so tough and he from the trenches want to fight death. Nigga, that sound like some sucker shit, bro. Hold on. I want to get my dude on here. Hold on. Let me get my dude on here right now. Right now. Oh, we talking about right now. Hold on. Here's the link. We live right now. Come let me know. Yep. Hold on. Where the link at? Let people know where the link at. Yep. I'm right here. I'm right here. I want to chop it up with all Shakur fans. We gonna talk it up. I want to talk to all Shakur fans because y'all niggas claim up and down that this nigga ain't scared and all this shit. So make this make sense to me. Make it make sense to me. I'm an understanding person. Y'all come make it make sense to me. Yeah, come make this make it make sense to me. Cause y'all are here talking about, oh yeah. You know, Shakur really don't really weigh. He really a small guy, nigga. All this shit when it comes to death, bro. We gonna have to explain this shit for real. Tell him I'm tired. Shakur stipulation Stevenson. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to my girl Chiquita Phil. She said I got my hoodies. They are everything. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you for responding to my email. Shout out to you for supporting artmanapparel.com, best boxing merch in the game. Artmanapparel.com, best boxing merch. I'm glad that you like them. I'm glad that you like the quality of the hoodies as well. Yeah. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Let me get to these comments though. Says size don't matter, skills pay the bills. Man, what happened to that? I thought Devin lost to Rolly because Devin lost to Ryan simply because of skills, not size and all this shit. So where are these fighters at when it comes to skills? I thought y'all niggas is ready for Dev. But when it comes to Dev, niggas want to put him on a stipulation rehydration clause. Like what? Niggas is crazy, cuz. Said if I was Dev, I'd do a 15-pound rehydration clause. Bro, the fact that this nigga want to fight Dev on a rehydration clause is just crazy to me. I don't give a fuck. It's just crazy to me because at the end of the day, you got niggas like green niggas like Brian Norman Jr. He'll fight Devin. That's full potential. He'll fight Dev at 147 comfortable. No stipulations, no nothing. But this nigga Shakur supposed to be in the same cloth as fucking Crawford. That's why bro, I swear, this is why I never, ever put this nigga Shakur in the same boat as fucking Crawford. I never put him in the same boat as Crawford as ever, because this nigga ain't no damn Crawford. He ain't close to no damn Crawford. Do you hear this nigga? I could fight Dev and counter Ben, but I ain't want to put him on a rehydration clause. Nigga, you don't move up and wait and tell the champion you gonna put him on a rehydration clause. Nigga, that's some sucker shit. Said, bro, that nigga is all cat. Bro, I've been trying. Look, I've been cool on Shakur for a minute because after that Ryan Garcia shit, he was cool. He wasn't saying nothing negative about Dev. He was keeping 100. Oh, niggas cheating, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And Dev had to do what he do. You know what I'm saying? He came back. He's back on top doing his thing. But now it's like, okay, we didn't got the Brian Normans out the way. Nigga, now back to the fucking scheduled program. Nigga, we want Shakur Stevenson. Niggas want Javante Davis. Remember, that's what the goal was. The goal was to jump in this game and fight the peers. Fight your peers at the end of the road. Shakur Stevenson, Javante Davis. Why are you niggas ducking? Why are you niggas running from this guy, Devin? I thought you niggas was really like it. What's up with that shit, man? Said to be normal, still weak at that. Yeah. So I wonder what Bud think about. He probably gonna tell that little nigga, hey man, I ain't gonna lie, man. You can't be fucking with me saying that goofy ass shit, boy. How you gonna be down with us, but you are here saying the goofiest shit? You want some rehydration clauses, nigga, on this nigga? What? Man, get out of here, dude. Get out of here. Niggas talk about they want a rehydration clause. That's just nuts. For little old Dev? No, I forgot. Niggas is big Dev. Niggas is big Debo. So niggas is big scared. Bud, no deep down. Dev is the truth. Shit. I'm still smoking on the ATL Shorty pack. That B Norman pack. Shit. But anyways, yeah, look. The truth is, bro, they looking at Dev as a nigga that's unbeatable right now. You fight him clean, he's unbeatable. He's looking unbeatable. And I get it though, because okay, if you got history with this guy, you know he's skilled. You know he's skilled. And now you see him looking bigger and stronger than the past, and he was fucking you up in sparring back then. You know under the pro lights that shit's gonna be fucking tough. That's why I can't respect the cap because he knows Devin is a fucking serious threat, man. Dev has the ability to box you and clinch you, take away everything that you're good at, and have you looking at the fucking looking at the time in the 11th round, like, man, how much longer do I have to take this shit? How much longer do I have to fucking keep on getting jabbed and fucking right hand checked, hooked, and clinched when I'm trying to throw a fucking punch back? Man, people be talking about, oh, boxers not scared. Boxers not scared, bro. Nigga, boxers do be scared, bro. Niggas be scared to lose because if you lose, that can affect your pay. That can affect your pay. Losing can affect your pay. So I don't want to hear this, oh, well, niggas ain't afraid to lose. No, niggas be afraid to lose because how you lose can affect your future earnings. Losing can affect your future earnings, bro. And losing to a nigga that's listed as a pillow fisted nigga that can't that is chinny and he can't punch and all this shit. That type of shit can and ruin that shit can lower your stock. Especially if nobody's fucking with you like that before. So unbeatable, even in the cheat, Dev Ryan was still a draw. That's what I'm saying. Like, and now niggas are seeing how Devin is coming, bro. And then this was his first fight at 147, and he already he looked like he felt in the weight pretty good. So yeah, niggas want to put on rehydration clauses. Niggas want to take the safe, easy route. Bro, we all seen that shit, man. We all seen that shit. Second round, Brian Norman Dev, they fight. Ref break it up. As soon as they break it up, they get back into action. The Devin Haney hits this nigga with a fast fucking check left hook, which hurts Brian Norman and drops him. Everybody says, "Oh my god, what the hell just happened?" But right then and there, boxers who are in Devin Haney's fucking around his class took a mental note and said, "Okay, yeah, this nigga's for real. This guy he could probably fuck me up. Let me see what I can do to put myself in a position where I'm not fighting that guy. Or if I'm fighting that guy, I have some type of advantage." I know what the fuck is up, bro. I'm not bro. We can sit here and pretend like these niggas is fucking Superman and motherfucking Captain America. Like these niggas, they don't got no fear in their hearts, bro. These guys have legit fear in their hearts because losing can affect their future earnings. It's scary to lose money. It's scary to lose a fight and to say, promoter say, "Well, nigga, you used to make 3 million a fight. Well, here's 800,000. Here's 700,000 because you just lost to Devin Haney." Nigga, that's scary, bro. So I don't want to hear that. Oh, niggas not scared. Niggas is scared to lose, bro. What's going on, family?
Yo, bro,
Yo,
was good.
Yeah, well, I don't want to hear talking about the Shakur Stevenson shit, bro. Niggas trying to tell me that I'm tripping and I don't know what I'm talking about. Shakur ain't scared of
Nah,
death. Nah, niggas is
nah,
scared. Niggas is
nah, bro.
scared.
Nah, you ain't tripping. Just like I was saying earlier on somebody else's shit, because I had hopped on somebody else doing earlier. That nigga new nickname is Shafraud Stevenson, because he's a fucking fraud, bro.
Fraud. He ain't Crawford. He's not Crawford.
Man, he better not. I better not ever hear nobody say that nigga name next to Crawford's, except when they stand next to each other. That's the only thing that's good about them.
hey,
Them niggas
y'all
stand
know it.
next to each other because he ain't nowhere near the same fucking caliber of fighter, and you ain't the same dog that Crawford is. Crawford really went up fucking 3 weight classes to fight Canelo at his full capacity. No fucking rehydration clause. No none of that shit, bro. He went up there and beat that nigga ass and fucking and beat him. And he beat him, man. I don't even, man. I
He,
can't even
he
get the
took
words out.
he took the man's belts. He didn't say, "Hey man, I'll fight you, Canelo Alvarez, but you need to be on this rehydration clause." You got Shakur supposed to be the nigga from the trenches, and he talking about he want to put it. And what makes it worse? What makes it worse? This nigga's on film dissing rehydration clauses.
Yo, I'm gonna tell y'all the problem with Shakur and you know what he doing. He living and banking off the fact that a lot of people hate Devin, right? And the perception
Yup.
is that Shakur is such a great boxer that it's no way he can be outboxed. But what people don't understand about the way Devin and Shakur match up with each other in reality, because I'm not saying Shakur is trash, right? But in reality, the way they match up is when it comes to in terms of pure boxing, they cancel each other out.
Yes, they
You
do.
know, Devin can't land nothing on Shakur that Shakur can't land on him and vice versa. But I'll tell you what the difference is. Devin is a better body puncher than Shakur. He is
He
more
is.
aggressive than
Yes,
Shakur.
he
The
is.
difference is they will outbox each other at different points throughout the fights, but Devin will also beat Shakur up throughout different points of a fight. And Shakur knows that. And the vice versa is Shakur cannot plant his feet and decide that he is going to beat Devin up. That will result in him getting beat up worse. I'm telling y'all what I know. He knows
No,
this
that's
too.
all facts, bro. Because I was thinking, like the way you broke that shit down was perfect. Because Devin's willing to go through that fire that Shakur is not.
Right. Did y'all see
Exactly.
the sparring? Like the sparring. Now people say sparring doesn't tell a whole story. It doesn't tell a whole story. And what I noticed that with sparring is that the story usually gets worse. So sparring does tell truth.
Dev
But
cooked that
what
nigga in sparring, bro.
yeah. Yeah. So what I noticed is exactly what I saw. When it comes to just pure boxing, meaning being able to avoid punches, landing in between punches, landing, scoring jabs, and countering, they both did that equally well, in my opinion. The difference was when Devin stepped to Shakur, Shakur is used to being able to outmaneuver slower, flat-footed fighters, but
He
Devin's
can't do that to Dev.
athleticism and Devin's ability to control distance just as good as him was a real problem for him. Because let me tell y'all something. Y'all watch boxing, you only control distance in an elite way against people who have no understanding of distance control. What I'm gonna give you an example. Look at what Shakur was able to do to a Zapata. Now, mind you, I'm telling you, look at the Shakur before, you know, at some point in that fight, he wanted to stand with him. But when Shakur wanted to box, you saw the clear difference. Zepeda has no understanding of distance control. So Shakur dominated him. You cannot dominate a person from distance who has a clear understanding just as good as you of distance control. That's why Devin was able to walk him down with no problem, because Devin is able to close the distance you're trying to make, and Devin has the same distance control you do. So when you think you're going to counter him, he knows exactly when to land on you to prevent the counter.
And Devin is like bigger, stronger, just as fast.
Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all something, bro, and I'm telling you, a lot of stuff I say, bro, because I'm not active on YouTube, bro. I'm gonna be real with y'all. And I'm not the person who just say stuff out of nowhere, bro. But I done made a lot of good boxing takes, but I'm not active enough on YouTube for my shit to be cemented. You know what I mean? Some people, they can say stuff and it's cemented because they so active that hundreds of people heard it and it's archived because they doing videos, right? I don't do that. Usually I go to other people's channels and I say takes that come to pass, but a lot of people don't remember. But I say them anyway. If y'all want to know exactly what Devin versus Shakur gonna look like, I'm gonna tell you a fight that's gonna surprise y'all. But when I say it, y'all gotta let me finish and break down why. Devin versus Shakur is gonna look like Floyd versus Conor McGregor. Now, I want y'all to pay attention to what I mean by it. Now, if you look at the way Floyd fought Conor, a lot of people think Floyd was just torn with Conor or being still and walking him down because he wanted to play with him. The truth of the matter is, at Floyd's old age and Conor McGregor's height, reach, and youth advantage, and his awkward style, Floyd actually couldn't fight Conor the way he normally does with his shoulder roll. That he would have been an extreme disadvantage. So he knew that he had to both let Conor gas and he had to start to walk him down to win that fight. Floyd knew this because he's smart, right? Now, right. Am I saying would it would have been impossible for Floyd to use his regular style and win? No, it wouldn't have been impossible, but it would have been hard. So I say that to say this. If y'all go back and watch that fight of how Floyd struggled to close distance with McGregor, McGregor was moving around. His athleticism was giving Floyd problems early. That's exactly what Devin gonna do to Shakur. You will see Devin moving around Shakur, throwing punches from every angle. And most of the time, Shakur is going to be stationary, not even able to get a shot off. And at the worst case scenario for Shakur is that Devin don't respect his power at all, and he start to walk Shakur down like he did in that sparring.
Yeah, that's a good point, because Shakur is going to have to show power immediately in that fight, because if he don't, he's in deep fucking trouble.
Look, I'm glad they got people in the chat saying that I'm crazy. I like when people do that, but nobody never come back and say Judah was right. I never hear Judah was right, because I'm telling you, that's exactly what Devin versus Shakur looked like. It looks like Shakur being stationary, because guess what? Contrary to popular belief, Shakur does not control distance better than Devin. He does not close distance better than Devin either. His feet aren't as fast as Devin. Yes, he don't. And Shakur can only go forwards and backwards. He has no lateral movement.
Shakur is more of an upper body mover. You feel me? He's more of a upper body and like head movement. Devin can do the upper body and the head movement, but he can also move his feet. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. And guess what else he's gonna struggle
Devin
with,
Haney
bro?
is an overall better fighter than Shakur Stevenson. I'm just gonna say it. There's nothing that I've seen Shakur Stevenson that says that he's a better fighter than Devin Haney. That the fights with Edwin De Los Santos shows that shit, man. The minute the pressure get up, this nigga he wants to fucking move as far away from the opponent as possible, trying to outpoint him because he felt a little bit of power. Shakur, let me tell you, when Shakur feels power, his first things to do is, I'm not gonna sit there and try to trade with him. I'm gonna use my legs. I'm gonna get far as way as possible from this guy, and that's what made that De Los Santos fight very fucking boring. Niggas was motherfucking afraid to get touched.
That's another fight too, Art, that exposed what you just said. You remember when he was fighting Jeremiah Nakathila? No, Jeremiah Nakathila.
Yeah,
he was petrified to trade with Jeremiah Nakathila. He was terrified to trade with him because he felt Nakathila's power, and he got out of Dodge.
And I'm gonna tell you another reason. And I'm gonna tell you another reason why he gonna struggle against Devin. Everybody thinking that he gonna outbox Devin from a distance. What they fail to realize is Shakur is actually the shorter man with shorter arms. Right? Stay with me for a second, y'all. He's the shorter man with the shorter arms. And naturally, listen, guys. So that's physical, right? That's physical. Why? That's something that you can't control. That's physical. But when it comes to terms of pure skill added to that, Devin has the better jab. You don't even have the better jab in this exchange.
Not even a question at all. Not even a question at all. That's what I'm like, bro. Niggas talking about, oh, we gonna bet on that fight when it happens. Nigga, I'm willing to bet 500 on that shit. I'm willing to bet $100 Shakur don't even take the fucking fight. Like, what we talking about, bro?
Bro,
Man, this
this
nigga talking
man
about he
is
want to fight
really
Conor Ben. Hold on, man. We gonna cook on that shit, bro. You ain't gonna fool me, man. I'm a motherfucking hustler, man. You might be able to fool these other niggas out here, but you ain't fooling me, nigga. You talking about you want to fight Conor Ben? Conor Ben ain't never even mentioned his mouth to say, hey, we gonna lock that shit up at 147, nigga. No, you're looking for a way out because you know you're in a position right now where Turkey's like, hey, I'm trying to make some good fights, and you're on Devin Haney's list.
yup.
What's happening? What's happening? Oh, I want to fight Conor Ben. Nigga, the fact that you even talking Conor Ben lets you know that you ain't built like that, nigga. Conor Ben? No belt.
And yo, another thing too, Art, like Turkey legit has a big ass investment in Devin. So he's willing to pay these dudes to fight him. So the money part ain't a fucking excuse anymore. Like he legitimately has Devin under a 3-fight, $36 million deal. He's getting $12 million per fight. So
Bro, that's what I'm
they
saying. Like all that old Dev ain't selling all them excuses
shit
is done.
is
All
over.
niggas want to know is are you gonna put your name on a dotted line to fight Devin Haney,
You
nigga?
saw
What's happening?
Tiafimo. You saw Tiafimo ducked fucking $11 million.
11 fucking million, bro.
My thing is, where does these fans, these Shakur fans, where does Shakur outbox Devin? Because in my opinion, he doesn't outbox Devin from distance. Devin is longer with longer arms and a better jab.
Yup.
You don't outbox Devin from mid range because Devin moves better than you. That means Devin can slip punches, move to the side, and get his shots off the same way he did against Lomachenko. If y'all remember, you don't fight
Yes.
better than him in the
Yup.
clinch because you don't have a clinch game at all. And we've seen Devin multiple times, most recently against Brian Norman Jr. Devin knows how to score points even in the clinch.
That's because he knows how to like get shots off even when he's being held.
Right. Shakur don't do that. When the last time you seen Shakur fighting in the trenches, getting his shots off in the clinch? He don't do it.
No, that's not his.
He
It's not
also
his
Shakur
strength.
also don't have a
That's
concern.
not his strength.
He don't. Yeah, he also don't have a concentrated body attack. Devin is an all-around better fighter than Shakur Stevenson.
Shit. That you see all these people running around lying, talking about Lomachenko beat Devin. No, the fuck he didn't. Like Loma was sent to the hospital. Do people forget that shit because of the body attack that you just got them explaining?
Bro, and the thing is, they're not even looking at them past fights no more. They're looking at he beat the shit out of Brian Norman Jr. right now. That's what
They
niggas
Oh
is,
yeah.
scared.
bro. We
They
a
scared,
lot,
bro.
lot of us we just sitting here chopping it up. Oh yeah, Brian Norman fight. No, a lot of his peers took a mental note in that fight that damn, this nigga's actually a lot better, bigger, stronger, skilled than I thought he was. This nigga's a serious threat to me in my career. Let me stay away from him. Let me fight the Conor Benz of the fucking world. Because if Dev was food, if Dev was food, you would have niggas around the corner ready to fight this nigga.
Yes, you would. Like that's why everybody want to talk shit from a distance, but they don't want to step in the ring with him.
Right. But my thing is that, like, check this out, guys. Check this out. I mean, are we surprised though? Because I look at logic a lot too. Because look at Shakur and Tank, for instance, when they dealt with Devin. They knew this kid since, he's younger than both of them. They knew him before he started to fully develop. They knew him when he was 14, 15, 16. He was giving them all they can handle back then. They do not want to see a
Fucking Devin.
27-year-old
Put
Devin. They do not want to see a 27-year-old Devin at his full weight. Shakur didn't want him when he was weight drained at 135. What makes us think he want Devin full strength at 147?
shit. Fucking Devin put hands on Tank at fucking 16. The fuck are we talking about here? He
Exactly.
put hands on this nigga at 16.
And I
Exactly. And see,
seen the
Tank.
footage, nigga.
Yeah.
It's on
Yeah.
film.
Yeah. So that's my thing. Now, mind you, I do believe in my heart that Tank is more scared of Devin than Shakur, but they both scared. Shakur will do it. I do believe that if push come to shove, they didn't leave it alone. If Bill started applying the pressure to Shakur like they doing Tank right now, Shakur gonna be the one to say, okay, I'll do it. Shakur not gonna sit up there
Bill
and
and
keep.
them should be putting the pressure on Shakur because Tank he ain't trying to fight nobody for real. That nigga Tank he gonna fight probably he probably gonna knock
He
off
trying to fight
Kid
Pitbull Cruz again.
Pitbull Cruz or Kid Austin. He probably gonna fight one of them niggas. But then again,
Yeah,
it's like Jake Paul with this Tank shit. It's like, man, you gotta leave this nigga alone. He ain't trying to fight nobody for real. He on his way out, man. He already let it be known.
yeah.
Right, but
That
Shakur,
Lamont Roach fight fucking exposed his psyche. That's what happened.
It
He
did.
couldn't believe he
Lamont
could beat
Roach
these
pissed
dudes
me
no
off
more.
though.
Oh
Like
yeah,
Lamont Roach pissed me off. I'm watching that fight with my homies. You know, they was live. I was on a live stream watching with them. They arguing with me. I'm like, bro, Lamont is about to get robbed. I said this in the second round. They like, what you mean, bro? He doing good. I say, bro, standing in the pocket with Pitbull and landing as much as him, that doesn't garner a win. You are about to get robbed if you make it look close. I said that in the beginning because I'm gonna be real with y'all. After that fight was done, I told everybody, I say, I think Lamont Roach landed the better punches, but this is about to be a draw.
yeah.
And just like I
Yeah.
said, it was a draw. And the
No,
reason I
Lamont.
say he
Like I
pissed me
said
off
on.
is because
Oh, go ahead.
let me
My
get
fault,
this
bro.
off real quick. Let me get this off real quick. The reason I said he pissed me off is because I want Tank to get all the pressure he can get. I do not want his little ass to make it. And Lamont Roach was a part of that pressure because as long as Lamont Roach had that draw under his belt, a win against Pitbull would have put even more pressure on Tank to do the rematch. Now everybody, their mother and their grandmother is gonna say Tank don't have to rematch Roach. He just had a draw with Pitbull Cruz, who is Roach. So that pressure was relieved off him, and I'm mad that Roach did what he did. You could have easily outboxed Pitbull to a decision and
That's
kept
what I
yourself
said
right where you
too.
was at, and you could have went right back to putting that pressure on Tank.
That's what I said too, bro. Because like I said on my homeboy channel, like you know what I'm saying, I said like because Lamont Roach at the beginning of the fucking fight was pissing me off too because like you sitting there trading with him, you feel me? Like and then you got knocked down in the third round. But then, like the second half of the fight, Lamont Roach controlled the whole second half of the fight, except probably round 11. You feel what I'm saying?
Right,
And like, but my whole thing is though, like that was there the whole fucking night. Why did you wait
right.
until you got knocked down to get back to your bread and butter? You feel what I'm saying? That's the only reason I was mad at him because, like, that fight should have been a whole lot easier than what he made it out to be. Like, what happened in that second half of that fight is what should have happened the whole entire fucking fight.
Exactly. Hey,
Hey,
I
hey,
forgot,
hold on,
but
hold on,
don't.
1 second, 1 second. What's up with y'all man Gary Russell? My dude,
Oh, he's a
he
fucking
brought it
clown,
up.
bro.
He said Gary Russell said Haney beat Norman by luck.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Man,
All
listen,
right, so
he a
Now
clown.
he's sounding like
Alberto.
big bro. Hating like
He
big
I
don't
guess
want
bro.
to unify.
Alberto Puello beat your ass by luck, then, right?
Right. He don't want to unify in his own weight class until you unify and
Payo
take
didn't.
over 140.
What's
Be
his name?
quiet,
Didn't
bro.
beat. Pollo didn't beat that nigga by luck. He beat his ass with counter
He beat
fucking
his
right
ass,
hands.
bro, and he beat him.
Right.
And he beat
The
him the
same
most
way Devin
simplest
will do
way.
him.
Right.
Puello beat him
And
the same way
I ain't
Devin
gonna
would.
lie, bro. I'm not gonna lie. During that Pollo Gary Russell fight, I was like so key disappointed in Gary Russell because I'm like, damn, I thought you're better than that. A nigga can beat you with counter right hands coming in that easy.
Bro.
So you tell me all a
Right.
nigga got to do is just throw some counter
Counter
right
right
hands
hands.
while you jumping in.
It was
Right.
counter right hands, and it was 1-2s. That was
One,
Well,
it.
he
twos, and
not too
counter right
different than a
hand.
Brian Norman.
Literally
Like
every
to be
time
honest
this
with
nigga
you,
try to jump in, Pollo had a fucking counter right hand for his ass.
what
Yep,
I
it
was
was a
about to say
counter
is
right. All he
Gary
did was use
Russell.
counter right hands and 1-2s. That's all he did.
Yeah, yeah, but Gary Russell not too different than Brian Norman Jr. If you want to be real, he just throw more punches. You just as stupid as he is. You fight just as dumb as Brian Norman Jr.
Yeah,
If
I
you
just
want to
seen
keep it
nigga.
real.
I just seen Rancis Bartholomew was putting fucking hands on this nigga in the first round.
Yup.
Hurt that dude. Had him looking like a little rat. He was ragdolling that nigga in the first round,
And that's
bro.
the same dude we just see Frank Martin fucking put his lights out.
Right, but
Yeah.
listen, what I was going to say before we get off him, we can't. Listen, we can't let Shakur make it because one thing nobody talking about is O'Shaquie Foster. Now, mind you, I done did my
Oh
research because I
yeah.
remember when they was at
He was
130. I remember when it was at 130, but I wasn't paying attention close. I went back and paid attention closely. At first, they was cool, art man, and listening to Brian, and listening to O'Shaquie, he's saying that he used to be whooping Shakur and sparring, but he never put that out there because that was his homie, right? Now, when Shakur got close to Keyshawn, they
yeah.
both started talking behind the scenes, talking about
Yeah,
O'Shaquie.
they try to
Now
get on some
O'Shaquie
little
putting
cruise
all this
shit,
out.
hating on this
Yeah,
nigga Shockey. Like, damn, nigga, like Shakur be acting like this is motherfucking boxing for 4K. What them little niggas called young boy in them gang 4TK or something.
4K trade, 4K trade.
Yeah, 4K trade. That's what Shakur be acting like. This is fucking boxing 4K trade or some shit like nigga, bro.
Yeah,
Y'all niggas are trying to bully fucking Foster or some shit like nah, nigga. See that man.
they
Either
not
see
bullying
that
him though.
man or see Devin.
That's why I'm
Nigga,
about to say they're not
he
bullying
think
him. No,
he. Here's the thing with Shakur. He think he all
He
he's
don't want
safe
he don't want no
because
smoke with
he fighting
Osaki Foster,
because
bro.
he fighting Tio Lopez. Like, bro, we all know you gonna whoop Tio Lopez. You should be able to whoop him, right? We want to see you
yeah,
against niggas, some other niggas
but
like
that
Dev, Shocky Foster,
But that's the thing.
Tank Day.
The thing is, bro. Oshaki. I'm going back doing my research. I want to do a video on this too, but I'm doing my research. What happened is after Oshaki felt played, he called Shakur out at 130. This is why Shakur missed weight
Yup.
on purpose. Yeah, listen to what I'm telling y'all. Shakur
Yes,
missed
he
weight
did.
on purpose, and then they asked this nigga
Yes, he did.
about him missing weight. He said, "Yeah." He said, "Yeah, I can still make 130. I can go back to 130 if I want." So you told everybody you missed weight on purpose. You tell him if I wanted to make 130, I could have, and I can go back. But you didn't miss weight until Oshaki told you I wanted to fight you. Now y'all stay with me because
Yup.
now that he's at 135, Oshaki is still calling this man out. Not only did you call this man bluff, you try to throw Raymond Ford in the middle. Man, you got to fight Raymond Ford because you can fight me. What kind of whole shit is that? I am convinced that Oshaki was not lying about beating Shakur up because after I watched this man dominate Fulton, I can see a world where Oshaki would beat Shakur Stevenson.
And here's another thing too,
Oshaki a
bro.
big strong dude too. So yeah.
Yeah, he's
But
a big
here's the
130
thing with
dude.
Shakur. Shakur's doing what Oscar Valdez was doing to him. Hate to see it. He doing Oshaki Foster the same way he was doing Oscar Valdez was doing him. He the mandatory at a smaller weight class. You say fuck that, I'm leaving the weight class. He a mandatory at your other weight class. Oh fuck that, I don't want to fight him.
Facts.
He was
You
for
don't, but he
no.
don't want to
I'm
deal with
gonna tell you that truth.
Oshaki.
I'm gonna tell you that truth real quick. I'm gonna expose something real fast, yo. The only reason that Shakur Stevenson and Oscar Valdez happened at all, y'all remember when Terrence Crawford sued Top Rank, right?
Yeah. I
Yep.
remember that. I
Yeah.
trust me. I remember that.
He
After
when he
that,
sued
that's
Top
when Top
Rank,
Rank
and
became.
he
Yeah.
was talking about the racism that was going on over there. That's the only and that's when Shakur finally got the fight with fucking Oscar Valdez. That's the only reason he got that fight because Bob was not trying to make that fight because he knew that Shakur would beat Oscar Valdez. That's the only reason that fight happened, bro. Because
But with
Now let
Terrence
me
this
tell you
Crawford
something
with
about
sued
this
these
him.
Shakur
dudes.
shit, man, he just better hope that he fucking beat Tio Lopez, bro. Because if he don't,
Oh no,
it's
he's
gonna
gonna
look
get
so
fried. He's gonna
crazy.
get roasted.
Well,
He's
hey,
gonna get
let me tell you
roasted.
what these dudes missing. What these dudes they got people in the chat saying stuff like nobody can beat Shakur but Devin, right? Now I'm gonna tell
Oh
you what
god,
they wrong
stop
about.
it,
When
bro.
you look at Shakur's style, right? Is it true that he got good defense and good distance control? True, but also look at his level of opponents. Shakur has always fought flat-footed, come forward fighters that didn't have lateral movement
Yep,
or no defense or head movement. He also chooses
absolutely.
to fight fighters that have a arm length similar to his or shorter. The fighters that he have fought that was taller than him were levels below him. Shakur has never been in the ring with an elite athlete as quick as him that can move like him. You never
I
seen it.
mean, we've seen him fight
The
with
closest
De
you
Los
got to was De
Santos.
Los Santos, and you ran because he was so fast that you couldn't do
He
him like
ran
the
the whole
other
fucking
flat-footed
fight.
fighters. You had to run to survive because his athleticism was just close enough to give you problems. Let me a news flash for everybody who don't know: De Los Santos is not as athletic or fast as Oshaki Foster. He's not.
Fuck the Oshaki Foster because Shakur already made he letting it be known he not coming down to 135. So it sounds like Shakur's gonna campaign at 140 because there's no way I don't see him jumping up and fighting anybody like a Devin Haney or any of them guys or even a Brian Norman Jr. I Shakur he knows his limits and I think he's gonna just stay at 140. I feel like he has a hard time making 135. So fighting at 140 might just be his weight class. I wouldn't be surprised if we get Shakur versus like Hitchens or something.
Yeah, but I like what I like about
That'd
Oshaki
be
is he not
interesting.
letting this go. Art like this something personal to him.
No,
He
he
not
on
gonna
his
It
stop
is. This
facts,
calling
nigga
bro.
Shakur out.
Shakur snitching. Talking about nigga was
Yeah.
hitting the gas after we was training. Like damn nigga, how you gonna tell the world we was out here smoking and we athletes?
Yo,
Shakur
that's
said
some
that.
bitch ass shit, bro.
Yeah, y'all remember this nigga Shakur go
That's
tell
some bitch
everybody, oh
ass
this
shit,
nigga
yo.
and he smoked. He smoked. Foster smokes.
That
Like
can get
nigga, what
him
type of shit
suspended.
is
That
that?
shit can get him suspended.
And then Foster was like, nigga, I was hitting the motherfucker with you. Y'all remember that shit?
That's
Yup.
crazy, yo. But
Yeah,
now,
and then
nah,
he tried to call him. He tried to call him a. He tried to call Foster a weed junkie.
yeah. But what's
Yeah,
crazy,
ain't
like I
nothing wrong
say,
with being a weed
people
junkie.
people
Smoke
not
every night.
paying attention to boxing, bro. Let me tell you something. Like I said, I think Shakur is good. But one thing, I watch boxing so long, I can see people weaknesses and I can tell you what type of fighters they can struggle with. Shakur would struggle with an Oshaki Foster, and he knows that too. He is not in the
I don't
rush to
know.
fight
I don't
Oshaki
know.
Foster.
I wouldn't to be at 135. To be honest, I wouldn't pick Foster over Shakur Stevenson. But that's at 135. That's why I don't even want to
Yeah,
bring
not
up
at
that fight really
135 now.
because at this point I don't see Shakur going back to 135 ever. 135 is dead, man. That shit would never be. It would never. I was talking to somebody today a couple days ago about this shit. I don't see nobody fighting becoming a unified undisputed champion at 135 again for the next 5, 10 years. I would say next 5 years. I don't know about 10 years. 5 years. There's
I
not. I
don't
don't
know.
see these
I
guys
think,
unify. I don't see these guys unifying or anything like that or trying to unify. And it's hard making that weight for a lot of these guys. 135 is very small as a grown ass man.
yeah, bro. Look, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I like Shakur, bro, but listen, everything. This was the year I told you. This was the year of the reckoning. This is the reckoning, bro. This is where all truth is coming out. The truth of the matter is, Shakur got a terrible resume. You
Yup.
have been fighting bombs your entire career. There is nothing about the only thing Shakur passes is the eye test. Because I never seen you prove it against nobody worth of worth. Now, mind you, I give you a lot of credit for wanting this Tio fight. This is gonna be my first time I'm gonna be able to say, man, Shakur got in the ring with one of them ones. You know what I'm saying? Because you never did it before. Now, my thing is, I still believe Tio gonna pull out. That's me. But I do respect Shakur for saying, you know what? I'm gonna whoop Tio because I will give him respect. I'm gonna give him a lot of respect and credit for whooping Tio. Now, all you people out there who delusional, who keep saying, man, Shakur is the goods and he this and that, he this and that. How can y'all say that when y'all only saw him fight bums? To me, in my opinion, the best fighter he's ever been in the ring with was De Los Santos, and he ran from him. And De Los Santos is not an elite fighter. He's just a very athletic, aggressive, good fighter. And he ran from him.
Shit, Ryan
Shakur,
fucking beat De
Shakur,
Los Santos.
Shakur's best performance to me was against Jamel Herring and Oscar Valdez. Those are my favorite
Yeah.
Shakur Stevenson fights. I like Shakur
Do
in
you
that
think they beat? Do
that
you
fight
think they beat De Los
against the dude.
Santos,
Who?
Valdez, and Herring?
No.
Okay, I just want to make sure we
I
agree.
mean,
I think De Los Santos was his best opponent.
Styles make fights. Santos definitely was his best opponent. And
Okay,
but
yeah.
Shakur, but here's my thing. I don't really take too much away from Shakur in that fight because at the end of the day, he still proved that he can win the fight even when the pressure gets tough. Even though it's ugly running around like that, he's able to he was able to capitalize and win that fight based off his athleticism, his footwork. So I give him credit for that W. That was a good W in my opinion. It could have been better, but
Shit,
based off
you see you saw
based off
Keyshawn
that
ran from him.
but based off that, I feel like if you put him in there with somebody more skilled like Devin Haney, it would be a tough fight. I don't see too many people beating Shakur because Shakur knows how to control distance and
Right.
he's able to win on points doing so.
Right.
Uh, so I don't see too many people beating him. When I talk about Shakur, the only people I see that can hurt, give him problems is Devin Haney, Javante Davis, and I would like to see. I already know that Keyshawn shit ain't happen because them niggas is fucking 14K. Um, I want to see the fucking Mason. I want to see the Mason fight.
I was just about to say Adula
Yeah.
Mason.
Yeah, Mason.
Well,
And I like how Mason is right up under all them dudes, bro. If I was Mason, the names I would be trying to say I want to see myself fight in the future is niggas like Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney. He has to be. If I was in his corner, I would be building him up as the guy that's going to beat the current top young guys, which is Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson, shit like that.
Right.
For real,
I,
for real.
I got to add something because I said this after I seen. Now, mind you, I'm probably gonna be one of the first people saying it, but I do know what I seen. I watched those Shockey, bro. I remember them fights that he was getting them draws in. You know, he got a few draws. I think he got a loss too, but he did have some holes that he needed to patch up. When I watched him against Fulton, everything I thought he needed to patch up, he did. I have Oshaki Foster as an elite fighter, in my opinion. I
No,
have him
Shocky's the
as
problem.
one of the
He's
ones.
the
Yeah,
Yeah,
problem.
O'Shaughnessy,
I have him.
he showed me he ain't gonna lie, he proved me wrong last week for sure, for sure. I thought Fulton was going to do something, man. He made that nigga look He made that nigga look like
he
Ryan
made my
Norman
yeah he
Jr.
made
out
my
there.
boy look bad, bro. I ain't gonna, he made my
Well,
boy
well,
look bad. I ain't
Foster.
gonna cap.
Well, listen, y'all. What I always say about an elite fighter, to me, every elite fighter they have different attributes, right? But I always say this. I'm on record for saying this. What make me think somebody elite is, of course, who they fighting in their track record, right? But when it comes to their skill in the ring, every elite fighter has a superhuman ability. Now, some of them they superhuman across the board, whether that's offense, defense, movement, chin, power. But usually, an elite fighter has one superpower. You know what I mean? That might be for an
Shakur's
example.
power, in my opinion,
I,
that
it's
him being
distance
able to
control.
control distance, man, like him
But I think
planting
that's
his feet,
Oshaki's
he can make
superpower
that
too.
shit
Oh,
look. He can make that shit look easy for him because it's like playing a
right.
video game, man. If you got that one little skill that nobody else really know about, like if you hit a certain button, the power move,
Yeah, like
and nobody
yeah,
ain't
Right.
nobody's figured out how to stop that move, and
but that's
that's
what I
how it is
saw
with
in Oshaki
Shakur.
too, though.
Nobody knows how to break control Shakur's distance. Even with
Yeah, but
Santos tried to step the pressure up, but Shakur said, "All right, well, I'm just gonna put my fucking legs on overdrive."
right.
And
But what I
regardless if
seen
we
from
don't like it or
Oshaki,
not, it was effective, and it won him the fight.
yeah, but I see that with Oshaki too. That's what I'm saying. When I looked at Oshaki, bro, Oshaki has elite distance control too. But the way he did Fulton, that wasn't just luck. It wasn't that he was more athletic or faster or aggressive. Bro, his distance control was elite. Fulton didn't stand a chance. He was never in
No, he
position to do
didn't.
nothing all night.
He
No, he
had nothing
didn't.
for him, bro. And I think I ain't gonna say, oh, he's Tyson Fury in there, but I feel like that size definitely did play a huge advantage in that fight too,
It
because
did.
when
But
bro, I don't know if y'all ever spar or whatever fight before, but like when a nigga's too big, like yeah, even if I hit this nigga with 1-2, his one can fuck me up big time, just
yup.
based on how big this motherfucker is compared to me. And I
And you
feel
know
like
what's funny?
Fulton
You
knew
know what's
that.
funny,
Fulton
Art?
knew like, oh shit, this nigga big as shit. Like man, I can do that
The
for him, man.
arm
He's
arm
still.
length and everything was too much for Cool Boy.
And that's why I feel like
Well,
that
I
Devin
picked him to
versus
lose.
Shakur fight the Devin versus Shakur fight gonna be surprising because they gonna see how fucking small Shakur look in comparison to this nigga when it comes to size, reach, all that.
That's why he wants the
Can we
rehydration clause in there.
Pause. Yeah,
let me
because
ask y'all something,
this
bro?
ain't no we ain't no skinny ass teenagers no more. Niggas is grown ass men on the better half of 20s. Like niggas almost 30 now.
Yeah,
Both of
niggas
them
got
niggas.
kids, bro.
And
Yo,
niggas
can
got
we
kids. Both got daughters and some more shit. So yeah, niggas is full
no
grown ass men. Niggas ain't no kids no more. You gonna feel them punches. And
right? Can we
Dev
be
already
honest?
comfortable at 147 now. Dev looking like 147 might be this weight class for sure.
Right. But can we be honest about Cool Boy though, since we done seen it happen? Because I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I picked against him against Inoue and against Foster. I've never been big on Fulton. I've always seen holes in this game. I really don't understand where this whole elite thing came from with Cool Boy because I
Because
don't
with
consider him
Fulton,
elite.
he early on he was really creative with his punches and his
Yeah,
defense. He was showing like he was
he's
real
slowing down
creative.
a
Like
little bit.
now he's definitely slowing down,
Slowing
and
down a little
he
bit.
don't got he doesn't have the pop for to be moving up in weight.
Yeah, he can't. Yeah, 130 is too much for him. I'm gonna keep it a being with y'all. And I'm in Philly, so I
Yeah,
know
I
that.
know. I trust me. I know. So I'm taking it the same
I
shit.
ain't trying to shit on Philly because I like Boots. I think Boots the real deal. But I'm just saying I was never big on Fulton, bro. Like I never, But
I was, but
I
I
don't know.
understood
I
what
was
he was
big.
at.
It was
I
more.
was
It was more 122 and like between 118, 122. You feel what I'm saying? That's when he was at his best.
like, look what he did to Angelo Leo. Like that.
Yeah, he cooked him.
That's what showed me he has the skills to pay the bills. But sometimes a
But
nigga
he's
might just
losing. Yeah, but
outroll weight
he's losing.
class.
He's losing athleticism. He's losing athleticism that he had.
And somebody
Like,
they said and then
Right.
look at he showed up to the weight class. He showed up to the weight missing weight and shit.
yeah, he missed weight, man. I was like, oh my god.
And then look at him. Even with missing weight, he still look hella small compared to
Yeah,
Foster.
he did.
Right. But
So it's like
that let me know that
he's
Foster,
in a fucked up situation because he's too big to make it to that small weight class he's in, and then he's too small to be at 135.
Yeah, he's definitely in a bond right now.
but
Because if he
that's
go
what
back
make
to
me think
126, if he
Foster
go
is going
back
to
to
become a major
126, he might
player,
fuck
bro.
around
I
and
think
be
Foster got the frame to move up again, maybe twice. Foster can at least get the 140, and I think he
Yeah.
gonna put his name in the hat to be a major player, bro. I really do think this dude is about to make some statements, bro.
No, I agree. His stock is at an all-time high right now.
Yeah, yeah, he did that. He did that for sure. Um, this shit was fucked up. But man, what I wanted to talk about too is just all this performance enhancing drugs in boxing right now,
Oh my
man.
god, man.
It's just running
Yeah.
wild, and a lot of niggas are making excuses for this shit. It's just bad, man. And I ain't gonna lie, Brian Garcia, he's mad, talking about he hates that everybody keeps on bringing up him when it comes to Pence.
He's the fucking face of that
He's the
shit. That's why.
you're the face of it. You're the face of it, Ryan, because now people every time somebody gets caught, they're looking at you like we're basing things off you. What was your punishment? How did they react? And people feel like you, Ryan Garcia, is influencing other fighters to take pads. Like, look what the drug of choice niggas is getting caught up with. Ostarine. They're getting caught up with the same shit you was on. And now they're trying to make exemptions for this shit. Like, what? Man,
Exactly.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I don't care if they cleared Matias, because at the end of the day, I work in healthcare. I'm not an idiot, bro. And I'm not saying I'm an expert. A positive test is a fucking positive test. This shit is not supposed to be in your system at all. I don't care about no thresholds or anything like that. Why is this in your system? You don't accidentally ingest fucking Ostarine. You were
Bro,
s- you were motherfucking cycling and you got caught up at towards the end of your cycle.
uh,
Obviously, because the fight is approaching. The fight is fucking approaching.
bro, if I was Dalton Smith, I would pull out of that fight. I'm dead ass serious.
But niggas don't want to pull out the fight because at the end of the day they don't have that type of
Yeah, that money. Yeah.
they don't have that type of paper. Like, this is their job. Like, fuck, man, this guy tested positive. I still have to fight because nigga, I got bills. I got a mortgage. I got
Yeah, and plus
kids to feed.
Dalton Smith's not a big name, so he needs this.
He not a big name, so he need this shit. So
But damn,
yeah, niggas,
yo, this shit,
yeah.
yo, bro. Like, I'm not fighting. I wouldn't. Oh my God, see, but damn, you right though about the Bills part, man. Niggas got to
Niggas
feed their
got kids and some more shit. We know how that shit on a regular scale. Now imagine you got a nice ass house with a big ass fucking mortgage, and
yeah.
then all this type of shit. Like, your family already accustomed to living a certain type of lifestyle. So yeah, of course,
But
niggas
that's
can't just
crazy.
afford to
I
do it.
wouldn't want to
Yeah,
fight no nigga on PEDs though, bro.
uh, yeah, that's just crazy. And this nigga already caught a body in the fucking ring about that shit. Like, what?
I'm not. I won't be surprised if he was on PEDs then.
But Dalton got a built-in excuse if he lose.
Yeah, true. He could use.
Nah, this
I
shit's
would use.
fucked up
He could
though.
use that
It's
shit, and I
fucked
would
up with this
too.
pet shit, man.
And I would too.
But Ryan Garcia, he just now signed up for VADA testing for this Barrio fight
I
after
think. I
stop
think he was
testing in
juicing,
May.
bro.
Many people believe that, since he stopped testing in May.
Yeah, he went back on the juice.
Oh, yo, yo, yo. Hold on, let me fix this. My bad. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Said ban them, that's the solution. If I was in the commission, what I would do is I'll give him a 2-year ban, 2 year 2 million. 2 years, 2 million. 1 million to the commission, 1 million to the fighter that you cheated. 2 year suspension. But instead, they're rewarding Ryan Garcia, man. Back to back title shot. Do y'all understand this guy? Ryan had 3 title shots, bro. 3 title shots. Devin Haney, Rolly, Barrios. Yo,
Yo, what's good, Art?
yo, who?
Yo,
Hey, introduce yourself. I haven't seen you on this chat before. That's why I ain't let you in at first.
you could just call me
What's
Buck,
it?
to be honest.
Okay, Buck, where you from, man?
Yeah,
You from New
from
Jersey?
New York, bro. Nah, New York.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So, what's
Shout to
good?
my people in Far Rock.
Yeah,
Anyways,
yeah, yeah. That's what's up.
what's on your mind tonight, man?
Yeah, so I'm looking at the title in terms of Tank. To be honest, I don't really see that fight ever happening. To be honest,
Me neither.
yeah, like he fought one time at 140, and he was like, "I'm not doing that again." I saw an interview like a while back. He was like, he basically was like, he didn't like it basically, and that was against Barrios. I can't even imagine it against
Against
someone
Devin Haney, hell
exactly.
no,
Yeah,
hell no.
and I don't think Haney
I'm
wants to
literally
go.
watching this Brian Norman versus Devin Haney fight right now. He's too big for this guy. He's way too big for
Yeah,
Tank.
and I don't think he
And
wants to go back to 40 either.
yeah, I wouldn't advise Devin Haney being on no rehydration clause or none of that shit. Because
Yeah,
why would you do that when you're looking pretty good fighting this at this weight of with no
yeah.
rehydration clause.
Yeah, but I did see some of the interviews that Mickey Bay did. He was saying how during campaign he wasn't too far away from fight weight, and he was like walking around kind of like light. But at the same time, I still don't want him to do the clause because it's like it's kind of a disadvantage. You want to have that size.
Who do you think realistically? Who do you think Devin Haney's gonna fight next?
If it's not the winner of Garcia Barrios, he might take one like just in the meantime against like a guy like Jack Catterall. I don't mind that fight, to be honest. It'll probably happen like Riyadh. So just like to stay busy. But if it was up to me, I would want the winner of Garcia Barrios, to be honest.
I've been hearing things from Dev, and saying that Dev's gonna be on a card in March that Turkey's about to host.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, I would expect it to be like a guy like Catterall, like one of the top contenders in the sanctioning bodies, you know. Um,
Nah, Dev versus Jack Catterall, that would be pretty good because Jack Catterall just turned down. He just turned down the
Lewis
fight.
Cocker.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
everybody's like, "Dude, why would you turn that shit down?"
Yeah,
And
that's crazy.
I think the reason he turned that down is because he might be in talks to fight them. Might be in talks to fight Devin Haney.
Yeah, I kind of like that. It's a little bit of a change from the last fight. Now you're fighting another boxer. But in Catterall's last fight, he actually was punching a little bit. So I don't know. It might be. I think that'd be a good fight.
Said Jake is a journeyman. Jack is a journeyman. That's what you said. I mean, you know, I understand fighters when they be like, "Oh, I don't want to fight no tune-ups and shit like that." Me personally, I don't mind my favorite fighter fighting
Yeah.
a tune-up
Like
because
I don't need
you
every
need
single.
that shit, man.
Yeah, exactly.
You need to fucking stay fucking sharp and ready.
Yeah,
I wouldn't suggest fighting a tune-up instead of fighting the person that you're supposed to fight if that fight presents itself. You know what I mean? Like the Errol
yeah,
Spence versus Crawford shit. Like I get it. They should have just fought right away, but
yeah,
Bud taking a tune-up against Avanesian, I feel like that definitely helped him
yeah. Like
because
stay sharp,
yeah,
basically.
it keeps you sharp. But
Yeah,
sometimes you can lose to a tune-up. But if you really like that, nigga, you can
you're
use a
not gonna
tune-up
lose.
exactly
Yeah,
as a tune-up.
yeah. You're gonna treat them how you got how they, like you get. You're not gonna fight down to the level of your opposition. Like if you're really elite.
I think Dev should fight Jack Catterall next just to stay busy
Yeah,
in the UK.
yeah. And I want to see how it. I want to see what it looks like when he's going against another, back foot kind of, boxer type of fighter.
Hey, you know what would have been a good fight though?
What's up?
This version of Dev versus fucking Boots. Ah man, I wish
Yeah.
Boots would have took.
Nah, that would be crazy.
Imagine Boots accepting the fight at 147 and Dev came in looking like he did against the Norman
That would be
fight.
crazy.
That shit would be fucking crazy, dog.
Yeah.
And everybody thinks that because Boots, he has this flashy style, he's able to throw like wicked uppercuts and shit like that. Him
Yeah.
fighting Dev at 147, especially if he's not fully hydrated the way he wants to be,
Exactly. He gonna
that
be a
shit
little
probably
drained.
that shit would have been pretty bad for Boots. I'm not gonna lie, and
Exactly.
Dev probably would
Yeah.
have been looking crazy good right now.
Yeah. Nah, he will be a little drained for sure. He'll be drained a little bit.
Hey, Boots is smart though. He said, "Hell no, I'd rather
Nah,
fight this nigga at 152."
52. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah.
Somebody try to say that Dev's an idiot for not accepting that at 152. Nah, why would he do that? He should have fought for the. You imagine Dev's first fight at 147 in unification against Boots.
That would be crazy.
And now looking back at Boots would have fucking destroyed Brian Norman Jr.
Oh yeah, for sure. He'll probably stop him.
He probably would stop that nigga in like 4 or 5 rounds.
All
Less.
that talk about, that they were saying about Boots, and now you get stopped in 4 rounds.
Hell yeah. And then Boots versus Ortiz. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't. I'm not really super interested in like that fight that much. You know why? Because I feel like Boots is gonna win that fight easy, and
Yeah.
it's not gonna be what people think it's gonna be. It's not gonna be that fight that people think it's gonna be. That it's gonna be hard, super hard for Boots.
Yeah, I think Boots got too much for him in terms of like
And he
footwork,
is too. It's
IQ.
too much for IQ, style wise. It's
Yeah,
too much for Ortiz. But then again, Ortiz, he's still tough and rugged. So,
yeah,
and he's Mexican, so it could be a tough, rugged fight. But who knows? It's looking more of like in my head. I'm picturing. Not saying it's the same type of style, but I'm picturing like somewhat of the same of
Sanionis.
Shakur
Oh,
versus Zepeda. Like this
yeah.
guy that y'all expect him to go in here and make this tough fight for the American fighter, but in reality, the black American fighter, but in reality it's gonna be
I think
it's not gonna
Ortiz
be what
is.
y'all think it is. It's gonna be probably gonna be a UD. I wouldn't be
Yeah,
surprised if Boots UD this nigga. Not stop him, but you do UD him.
yeah. I don't got the stoppage. I can see a stoppage, but I got UD as well. But I think Ortiz is a lot more complete than Zepeda, so he's gonna put up a better fight than Zepeda did against Shakur. But
Yeah,
they're two
we'll
different
see if
fighters.
Ortiz beats Boots though. I ain't gonna lie, that's one of the biggest wins a Mexican American can have for
Oh,
real.
definitely.
I ain't gonna lie, Ryan Garcia fucked it up, bro. Because him beating Devin Haney at the time, that was a really big win. That's a really big win. But
Yeah,
unfortunately, he couldn't keep that shit
yeah.
because he want to be a fucking cheater. But shout out to or Boris. What's going on, dude?
Yo, what's up, man? I was gonna say earlier, you were talking about Shakur. You were saying like Shakur's overrated and stuff, and
Nah,
you know, you're
I ain't say that. I didn't say that. I don't think
uh,
he's overrated. I
no, it
like.
was
Here's the thing. I like Shakur Stevenson in the ring. I just don't feel like he's a better fighter than Devin Haney. But I feel like Shakur is a better. He's better than a lot of guys. The only person I really see giving him troubles is someone like Devin Haney
I'm gonna be honest.
or Devin
I'm gonna be
or
honest. Like
Ted.
I actually, sorry, who's the other guy? You said?
No, no. Speak your mind. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, I uh, I had Haney beating Brian Norman. Like I really I think Devin's the truth, but and he'll probably beat Shakur, but Shakur's a little better than Devin. It's just, in my opinion. It's just Devin's too big for him. Devin's at this point he can't move up to welterweight. And people want to say Shakur and Devin are the same size. That's just not true. Devin could not have made 126 or 130 the way that Shakur did.
Hell
It's
no.
just not possible. I don't think
But
for Devin.
Shakur ain't no super
For Devin's
small
body.
dude either.
No,
No, Shakur ain't no super small dude. Anyways, Shakur done missed weight
or you
on the
say
scales and
sorry. Repeat that.
everything and lost his belt.
You said he missed weight for 130.
Yeah, and lost his belt.
Yeah, that's true. But at the I heard somebody say that before, so I heard that. But at the same time, I don't think Devin could have ever weighed 126. Now, if mind you, if Shakur beats Tio, which I think he will beat Tio, but if Shakur beats Tio, beats Hitchinson, beats Gary Antoine Russell or Gary Russell Jr. rather, if he beats these guys and he becomes unified at 140, then I would get him. I would understand him moving to welterweight, and I would understand him fighting against 147 guys like Devin. But it's a little too early to think about that. He hasn't even fought once at 140, but people want him to move immediately up to welterweight already.
Because Shakur is not a small. He's not a super small dude. I can see. I honestly thought the plan was for all these guys for them to beat him at 147.
I'm not gonna lie, you cut out there. You said Shakur's not a super small dude.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Let me fix my shit. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
No, I was saying that Shakur is not a super small dude, and honestly, I thought that these guys were all gonna meet up at 147. I thought when Dev moved to 147, everybody was gonna move to 147. T.O., Richard, all these guys.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of fucked up because now Shakur's saying he doesn't want to fight the 140 champions because Keyshawn, and I get him and Keyshawn are friends, whatever the case might be, but he's saying he's gonna leave Keyshawn to unify the division. He's gonna go back to lightweight. That shit's bro, bro.
Who's
I'm
going
not
back to
gonna lie.
lightweight? Keyshawn say he's going back to
Shakur,
lightweight.
no, not Keyshawn. Shakur was saying he's gonna leave 140 to Keyshawn to unify 140, and he's gonna go back to lightweight after the Teo fight.
No fucking way. Yeah, that's why I can't wait for this fucking T.O. versus Shakur fight. I'm ready to see that. They need to hurry up and get this out the way. I want to see what's next because Debo Dev needs some opponents. He needs some opponents, and I thought these guys were going to be his opponent. He said Shakur Twitter said he might not get past Teofimo. Man, I hope he beats T.O., man. I really do. But then again, T.O. don't even want to fight Dev.
What y'all think the punch output is gonna look like in this fight?
I don't know. That's why it's hard for me to get excited for this fight because I feel like it might be boring.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, I hope it's more than what I expect. To be honest, like I hope it
Yeah.
exceeds my expectation.
I mean, Shakur, he did throw more punches in that Zepeda fight.
Yeah, Tio's really gonna have to take it to him, in my opinion. That's how you make Shakur engage.
Who do you think T.O.'s physically bigger than Shakur? I ain't talking about taller, but physically bigger.
The fact that he's able to go up in weight so much, like in between camps, he didn't do it the last two camps, but in the past he's went up to like high in weight. Shakur, I don't think he can do that, even if he wanted to. So I think Devin is big, like much bigger.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can't wait for the next fights at 147, 154.
Yeah, it's about to heat up.
Yeah, it's definitely about to heat up. I thought there was a fight on tonight. What's his name? Pachenko.
Pacheco, yeah.
I'm not too sold on that guy too. I thought he was gonna be in there mixing it up with the mobilities and shit like that. But
I think it's gonna happen soon enough, probably. Like maybe within like his next fight or two, he might do it. Like after this, he might get like Munguia, I think, because they're both high in the WBO, I believe.
you said Pacheco. Somebody in the comment said Pacheco's mid. He said Sky Nicholson's fighting tonight. She fine. Hey, I seen the video of her, bro. I'm not gonna lie, man. My nigga Dev, he needs to apologize to that girl because
Yeah.
she was looking
Nah, he
so
went in.
sad. She was looking so
Yeah.
sad, man. She was like, I don't care if anybody really likes me because
Man.
I'm just like, oh damn, that's kind of
Nah, I
fucked
feel
up, man.
bad.
Girl. But
Yeah.
I understand why he said that because it's like fuck Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn's talking shit about Dev.
Yeah.
So it's like fuck all you and your fighters or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, she was
It's
looking
always
so
tough going at
sad.
the females.
Yeah. So I was just like, you just leave that one alone, Dev. No, she looked like she was about to cry, man. I was like, oh
Yeah.
shit.
Nah, that was tough.
Nah, for real. But this box is just cutthroat, bro, because it's like
For real.
you really don't want to be on the back end. I mean, on the other side of getting fucking
Yeah,
criticized. A lot of people
Yeah.
not built like that. Go that shit that Devin went through with this whole Ryan Garcia cheating shit,
Yeah, you
man.
gotta have thick skin for real.
I'm not gonna lie, that type of shit would have broke a lot of people. It would have broken a
Nah,
lot of
it
people.
definitely would have. Yeah. But he's had pressure on his back for like 10 years, like for real.
That's what I'm saying. I've been watching Devin for a long time, man. This
Yeah.
boxing shit definitely did. I would say change him negatively, but it definitely made his heart turn cold.
Yeah.
when Dev hopped in this game, he definitely was that young. He was like Abdullah Mason. You see how Abdullah
Like
Mason
all the
is?
hype in the world.
Abdullah Mason when Dev was in the game, he was clean cut. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't cursing
Yeah.
nobody out.
He didn't talk much.
All that shit. He was
Yeah.
more just super respectful. But then
Yeah.
this boxing shit, it turned to him, man. Like niggas
Yeah.
talking shit about you, all that shit, saying you
It's
can't
hard to
punch.
like stay humble like that.
It's even with Floyd Mayweather. They showed clips of Floyd Mayweather when he first started. They start off real professional,
Yeah.
real.
And then you get done dirty, and then you
You
turn
get
on
done
everybody.
dirty, then it's
Yeah. It changed you.
now you're the fucking bad guy because
Yeah.
you're the bad guy because you have to tell the reporters that you never give me a fucking fair shake. Like he told
Yep.
what's his name? Yeah. Like
It's crazy.
yeah, it's these American fighters, they gotta go through this type of shit. Why what type of sport the fucking the fighter or the athlete has to argue with paid host or commentary? That's just crazy.
Yeah. Sorry, my bad. My connection went out.
Say, yo, Art, what you think about that tiebreaker round for Miss that boxing does? I don't know. That shit kind of weird. That I seen that overtime boxing. That shit's nuts. Like, what you mean? You reading the scorecards? Niggas is already tired. Then they're ready to take our shit off, and then you talking about, I gotta go to overtime.
That's kind of crazy.
No, that's crazy.
No,
what like that.
With Shakur Tio, I think I got my money on Shakur because I was like watching these fights, and who do you think's gonna win?
Shakur.
Yeah, for sure. Me too. I was watching these fights, and if you watch the Sandor Martin fight, he's damn near very similar to Shakur. Actually, everything he did, because his reach is the same as Shakur. He's a southpaw like Shakur. He's a slick defensively, but he can fight off the back foot. He has a good right check move, right check counter. You know what I mean? That lead hook. And when he was throwing that right check,
you gotta ask yourself though, why do you think Tio is willing to take this fight and not a Devin fight? What does he see? What does he see in Shakur Stevenson that makes him want to fight him?
I don't know. I guess I don't know. If you watch the Jamel Herring, Oscar Valdez, Yoshino fights, I feel like Shakur was a little faster back then. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's something weird. Like he's slightly less fast now than he was back then.
You know what it is? I think that the Lopez, they think that Shakur is going to be weaker now that he's moving up in weight. His hands, he can't really punch that much, and on top of that, he's moving up in weight.
Yeah, no, that's why I don't count Tio out fully. I have a 60-40 maybe, just because Tio is the bigger man, and yeah, Shakur could break his hands for sure. No, but sorry, could you still hear me?
What if Tio Lopez punches with Shakur and actually hurts Shakur?
Yeah, that could happen for sure. I feel like that lead hook out of a southpaw stance was just frustrating with Sandor. He couldn't make a single adjustment. Literally the whole fight, he was just frustrated. Now he might do something else. He might show something I haven't seen. And then he could probably pull a decision that way, but
I don't know. I just don't know if I'm betting. If I'm putting money on it, I'm betting on Shakur because, I mean, we all seen Tio lose to Kambosos.
yeah.
Right. And I get triangle theories don't work, but it's like, man, this guy lost to Kambosos out of all the people in boxing. But then again, you got to ask yourself, how did Kambosos win? What did Kambosos do? Kambosos was willing to go on the fire with Tio. He threw that right hand down the pipe. He's willing to trade with Tio.
Yeah, that was a crazy fight.
I could see this fight becoming really boring, bro. That's why I'm like, it's really hard to get up for this fight. Because based off the styles alone, Tio's a counter puncher. Shakur, he's kind of like a counter puncher himself. He's not really. I don't see Shakur really trying to press the issue like that for real.
Yeah, I think you might be right about that. Just because
Yeah.
he doesn't want to be aggressive and get count like Sandor Martinez, he's gonna keep getting hit with the lead hook, so he might keep a distance somewhat.
Who's
It's
hosting?
just gonna be.
Is this a DAZN fight or is this a turkey fight?
I think it might be
they-
Riyadh, right?
Isn't Shakur he signed with Eddie Hearn still?
Is he?
I don't.
Yeah.
I think so. I don't even know.
T over Shakur Riyadh. Let me look this up.
Said Tio no Devin. Well, he does have power.
Yeah, it's a ring fight. Yeah, this is hosted by the Ring, so yeah, I guess it is Turkey.
It says Shakur has to be dominant to get the W and ring belt from the champion. He can't do the bare minimum. Oh, the ring belt's on the line too. Oh yeah, Shakur really wants this. That's why Shakur's already talking about this rehydration shit because once he beats T.O., he's gonna try to act like he has all the stock in the world and he's running things.
What do you mean rehydration? Like for welterweights to come down to fight him?
Shakur told Devin Haney that he told Devin Haney through the fucking Breakfast Channel, Breakfast Club, whatever, that if he fights Devin has to sign a rehydration clause.
Oh, really? You think he'll fight Conor Ben with rehydration?
Yeah, he said that too. He said even if he fights Conor Ben, he wants a rehydration clause.
Oh, damn. I mean, shit, Conor Ben will probably do it. I don't know about Devin probably doesn't want to do that. I wouldn't advise it anyway. I don't see the point. Like, Dev's got plenty of fights at welterweight, and then might as well move up. He already seemed like cutting down too far was bad for him. I don't see why he would ever do that.
I would love to fight Devin. Only thing is because a lot of people kind of compared me saying that I fight Conor Ben with Devin Haney, and I understand it. But the thing that I said, even with Conor Ben, I would want the same weight clause as he put on Eubank. Yeah. And that's what I want come fight night with Conor Ben. Now, when I go to 47 with Devin, is he's gonna allow the same weight clause? Like it becomes a business. Right. Like how are we gonna do this fight? And if he do shit, let's lock in, gang. So Conor Ben is still on the list.
Yeah, that's what Shakur said. He wants to fight Devin on a rehydration clause.
Yeah. I don't know. This fight's not going to happen. I don't see it.
Yeah. At the end of the day, I feel like the next generation, they're gonna have so much ammo to talk shit about the past generation, which will be this generation right now. They're gonna say, "Oh, back then, these guys weren't trying to fight each other. So we actually fight our peers. We actually fight the guys we're supposed to be fighting." Because it's just pathetic, man. It's just pathetic. First, Tank had excuse on why he shouldn't fight Dev. Now Shakur got a fucking excuse. So that there you go. The Four King shit. That shit's dead. That's just been dead. Ain't no
I'm
Four
not
Kings,
gonna lie.
man. It's just Devin.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Devin's definitely separated himself. That Four Kings was kind of always bullshit. I'm not gonna lie. Tank was even years ago. You remember years ago, Tank was everybody loved Tank. They thought he could beat Floyd, Pacquiao. People were actually saying that Floyd and Tank were beefing because Floyd was afraid Tank was going to surpass his legacy. I don't know if you remember that.
I do remember that.
Yeah, like that was so crazy.
That's what
crazy
I'm saying. I've been on this boxing shit for a little minute. I do remember. I remember all the narratives. I remember they used to say that Javante ain't scared of Devin Haney or nobody bigger than him because Tank used to be beating up heavyweights and sparring.
Yeah, exactly. Even back then, I was thinking to myself, I don't know, man. Like Tank doesn't seem like he wants to fight these dudes at all. But he's got to prove me wrong. He even needed a weight class a weight clause for Frank Martin, Rolly Romero. I don't know, if you need a weight clause for opponents at that level, I'm not sold on it, Yeah, but
Yeah.
what were you saying?
With this Tank shit, I knew Tank wouldn't really like that. When I seen that he didn't want to get in the mix with the Lomachenko, Tio, Kambosos, Haney, that little tournament. He didn't want to get involved with that. Like he'll be on the outskirts saying shit, but then he'll fight guys like Rolly Romero and Pitbull Cruz and shit like that, and stuff like that. And I'm not saying those are just ultimately bad fights, but it's like, dude, Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson's right around the corner. These are the guys that you're supposed to be fighting. Why are you making these other guys famous? Javante is the reason why Rolly and all these other guys are famous or even talked about.
Yeah, you're not wrong about that. I felt that way, and I don't know, man. Now Gervonta, what's his best win at this point? Mario Barrios. I don't even think Ryan Garcia is his best win, just
Ryan
because.
Garcia.
Was it though?
Shakur's
Right.
best win, I mean not Shakur, Tank's best win is Mario Barrios, Pedraza, Ryan Garcia.
Yeah, you're probably right about that. And I would even have Mario Barrios above Ryan simply because Ryan was nearly dead actually when he fought Tank. Didn't Ryan become hospitalized in the lead up because of the weight aspect? He was it was bad. That was probably one of the
I
worst
mean,
weight cuts.
of course, Ryan wasn't 100% in that fight because it's too big for that fucking weight class. And on top of that, he's doing VADA testing. But then again, this is what you signed up for, so you can't put the blame on Tank. Tank showed up; he did his part.
Yeah, I'm not going to blame Tank. Fair enough to Tank. I get it, but I'm just saying that's why I would have. I think Mario Barrios might even beat that version of Ryan, that diminished version. Now, honestly, with Shakur though, we're saying the four kings aren't going to fight each other. I can't believe he's not going to fight the other 140 guys because that's a stacked division. Obviously, Ryo is still there. Liam Paro is there. Keyshawn, Gary, Richardson, Hitchens. It doesn't even seem like the 140 guys want to fight each other. Richardson, Hitchens. Have you seen him on Twitter, man? He's been talking to everybody.
I don't like Richard Hitchens. I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with y'all.
Why is that?
Because this motherfucker, he just moved. He moved like a nigga that I don't like. I'm gonna give it 1,000. Like,
Yeah.
I can't respect you hopping in the ring. I mean, after beating Devin Haney's fucking leftovers and saying fuck Devin Haney, and then when Devin Haney's promoter approaches you like, hey, you said fuck me and my family name on national television. Let's make a fight. Oh nah, I don't want to make a fight. I'm thinking about some other shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that. I don't like that. That's real corny. That's corny. And then hop on the net saying, "Oh, I'm gonna do this guy bad. I'm gonna do this guy dirty," but then there's no movement, no motion, no contracts being signed, no nothing. And now you talking about fighting a nigga like Jermaine Ortiz, like nigga, you got whole fucking champions in your weight class. Like you could be unifying right now.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. Like he called out Lamont Roach actually before the Pitbull fight was announced because he wanted to fight another lightweight. That was after the Kambosos fight. And when Gary Antoine called him out on Twitter, he's he said he doesn't have the name. He doesn't have enough notoriety to fight him. I don't know. But Richardson Hitchens, you think he should have left Eddie Hearn, or was that a mistake?
He's back with Eddie Hearn. He just signed another contract.
Oh, he did? When?
Just recently.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
These fighters, man, it's like this, man. They're all businessmen. They're all businessmen. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with being a businessman, but nigga, just say that. Because when they're trying to articulate themselves to make it trying to convince us that they don't have to fight a certain guy or this is the reason why they shouldn't fight him. I don't like that because it's like you're trying to like insult my intelligence by making some lame ass excuse like this.
You're not wrong. I heard somebody had told me actually that Turkey didn't want to work with Richardson since he left Eddie Hearn. Is that true, or?
I don't know.
I'm not gonna lie though. Yeah, you're right about that. It's just every excuse from this guy why he won't fight Frank Martin. He won't fight any guy at 140 that's actually decent. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, man. Richardson
I knew
Hitchens.
he was gonna do all that just to fight a nigga like Jermaine Ortiz, just so he could stay busy. But
I
Jermaine
guess
Ortiz
so.
fuck around and beat his ass.
Well, how old is Jermaine
That's what I
Ortiz?
like about guys like Hitchison, because they'll have guys like that will win a belt, and instead of fighting the actual champion or fighting another champion, they'll try to finesse in a way where they can keep the belt, trying to defend it against somebody that don't deserve it, or somebody that is a not stay busy fight, and they'll end up losing to that fucking stay busy fight or that tune up fight. Guys like Hitchison, instead of making that big fight that he was supposed to make with like a Gary Russell or somebody else, another
Yeah,
champion.
Jermaine Ortiz. How old is he? Because he's pretty decent though. Because yeah, you're right. He might beat up Richardson Hitchens, but how old is he? Past his prime or no?
I mean, he's I think he's in his late 20s.
Oh
But
shit.
he's already been struggling to make that weight, so it's like, I don't give a fuck about no Jermaine Ortiz for real.
You're right about that, but the one thing Richardson Hitchens kind of been poor for a little minute, so he's trying to cash himself out. He's trying to cash out the O, because once he loses the O, he's afraid he's going to be irrelevant again. And in fact, Tio would have been a good cash out fight if that's his thought process, but him and Tio were supposed to fight. I don't even know what happened. They started arguing about the payments or something. What was I don't know if did you follow that situation? Who ducked who with Tio?
Well, who?
With Tio and Richardson Hitchens, because they were supposed to fight and they started arguing.
They got the same management, so they were never gonna fight.
Damn. Oh, I see.
But here's the thing, man. Let me tell you. Let me put y'all on some game. Let me be real quick. With this boxing shit, I'm gonna use real life boxing as examples. No promoter wants their fighter to be like Lubin. And hear me out. Lubin, Erickson Lubin.
Oh.
Now hear me out. This is what I mean. They don't want to never put their fighter in a position where they're building up a prospect, and he jumps up and fight a champion and gets his ass knocked the fuck out easy, first round, or just an easy ass fucking loss. No fighter wants to be in a position where they have to work their way back up, fighting up the ranks, and then end up losing again, moving up the ranks. Nobody wants that in their career. That's why fighters are doing things like the goal is to be on some like Canelo Alvarez shit. And I'm not saying Canelo Alvarez is not a respectable fighter or anything like that, but Canelo Alvarez showed the world that you can make millions of dollars and get all the accolades that you want and not have to fight really extreme tough competition. Canelo's whole run at 168 is like the blueprint for a lot of these niggas, man. Know how much money he made fighting Abney Yildirim? That's the goal for these fighters. Fight lesser competition and make the most profit that you can make. And they can consider it motherfucking a legacy. You're building up your legacy. That's what niggas want. They don't want to be in situations where they're working their way up, fighting these tough guys. Like, this ain't the early 2000s no more. Nobody wants that shit. Nobody wants to work their way up. Niggas want that easy bag that leads them to the fucking title. And you hear me, Dirk?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Nobody want to be like Lubin, bro. Lubin got knocked out as a prospect, bro.
Well, who knocked him out? You mean before Virgil, who knocked him out?
Charlo.
Oh,
He did. But also, but there's also other examples like it really depends how you lose. Like if you're in there in a tough fight and you still perform good, it's easier to come back from that.
Yeah, if you could perform good, but these guys don't even want to take that risk. Why even take the risk when I can pivot myself into some a big name fight or even a fucking YouTube fight?
Yeah, I'm gonna give you an example. I'm gonna give you an example real quick. The dude that just fought what's his name? Abdullah Mason.
Yeah,
Sam Noakes, bro, he's gonna be good, bro. He's gonna get plenty of big fights. He's nobody's gonna throw him to the wayside.
That's true.
He should
But
fight
then
Andy Cruz.
you got niggas like Brian Norman who just went in there. Everybody
Yeah,
expected him to do
but
something, and then
niggas gonna fight
he
him
dropped
too
the
because
dud.
he's not even that. I mean, let's be real, bro. Like, I think it's gonna be easier for him to get fights now, if anything.
I know Jack Catterall, he was a British level fighter until he fought Josh Taylor. And even though he didn't get the decision, obviously it made him a name somewhat.
Yeah. That's some people can spin it. That's the goal. But like I said, the worst case scenario is like losing the way Lubin did against Charlo,
Yeah,
which is knocked out
You're right.
in the first round.
nah, but Hitchens and Keyshawn, I think they're delusional, bro. They want crazy money to fight each other, bro. But none of them niggas is really a draw. They don't. I mean, Keyshawn does put butts in seats in Virginia, I guess, but it's not enough to ask for $2 million.
After that last shit, man, I wouldn't be surprised if Virginia even let these niggas even fight.
Yeah. Keyshawn is he's not somebody you can rely on, bro. Like you don't know if this nigga's gonna make it to the fight. So why would I want to put my money behind you?
Yeah,
You
and then
know?
I don't like how he tried to diss Bomac. Like what?
Yeah, I told you, bro. Keyshawn's a knucklehead, but just pure boxing, bro. He's got the goods, man. So
Well, what do you say about Bomac? I missed that.
I don't think he's saying anything disrespectful, but he's just saying that people are misconstruing the situation that he didn't. The reason why he left is people don't really know the real story. That's what he's saying. He didn't go into detail.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
What he said about Bomac? He basically said he's leaving Bomac, and he just had to switch the scenery up. And Bomac, he didn't even diss him. Bomac just like, man, I ain't just protect this kid integrity. I ain't gonna say shit. But him saying that is saying a lot.
Yeah, he
Him
basically
saying
said
that
it
is
without
saying a lot.
saying it.
Huh?
He said it. He said it without saying it, bro. This nigga's a knucklehead. That's all he needed to say, bro.
Yeah, like nigga, like what, bro? People don't even understand how they don't even want to put that in perspective. How bad this shit is, nigga. Your hometown fight, where your brothers are fighting on the undercard, and you're fighting against Edwin De Los Santos, nigga. Somebody that gave Shakur Stevenson a tough fight. You were supposed to go out there and beat this nigga's ass and show the world that you're like that because Shakur Stevenson had a tough fight with this guy. But you went in
Right.
there. Nigga, you didn't even get to fight, nigga. Instead you called our prospect out.
But
And,
that ain't
and then
even the worst part.
and then
That ain't
you
even the
miss
worst
weight.
part.
And then you out here. No, hold on, that ain't even the worst part. You not only did you miss weight, nigga, you went up to the fight and y'all niggas end up jumping the nigga who beat your brother up. Like what?
Dead.
But to me, the worst part was the lack of self awareness. What was he doing the next day, bro? I think he was at some sort of event, smiling like nothing happened, bro. Like this nigga did. I don't think he even realized how bad the
It looked
situation
like he
was.
showed up to the event
Bro,
high, nigga. He looked
bro,
Yeah,
I'm
like he
not
was
gonna lie,
high.
bro. I was laughing my ass off at that shit because he was running his mouth at Abdullah Mason. He was popping off, and then
yeah.
Abdullah Mason stole his main event and got a knockout. Like, bro, that's
I think
crazy. You
he's
were running
slow.
your mouth the day prior, bro.
I think he's slow.
Now Top Rank like, yeah.
And y'all don't even know, but he been doing a lot of shit behind the scenes that Top Rank been letting go. I heard that he would go to the offices and like scream at the heads up there. Why I'm why I'm not a main event? Why I'm not doing this? Why didn't you put my brothers on? All kinds, just demanding all kinds of shit, bro. If he was like a lower level fighter, they would have been let him go. But when you have talent, you have a higher threshold of bullshit you can pull. But that's a true story.
This nigga
Yeah.
Crawford talking about he ain't hear nothing about no Canelo rematch.
Yeah.
There's no point. Well, I guess the point is money, but Canelo, bro, Canelo does not have the cardio. He cannot. Even if he could make the adjustments to make it a harder fight, he doesn't have the cardio. He's gonna get his ass beat again.
He don't got the IQ to fuck with Bud, bro. Bud can make adjustments mid fight. Canelo don't do that. if you notice, if you watch Canelo's losses, he don't really make any adjustments in them losses, bro. Against Floyd, he did the same shit for 12 rounds. Against Bivol, he did the same shit for 12 rounds. And against Bud, he never switched up anything either. So,
If you saw him in the 8th round, his face was red. His body was fully red. He was panting. Bruh.
Oh no, he said they said that Keyshawn wanted to put hands on Bob Barker. Cause Keyshawn looking crazy. Like we got to understand. Like this is boxing, man, and this is people's jobs. Like Keyshawn, he signed to a company that has no fucking job for him right now. It's like being signed to a temp agency with no fucking. They have no job for you right now. They have no work for you to go to.
yeah.
But who fault?
No.
But is it Bob's? Is it Bob Arum's fault? Is it Bob Arum's fault? No. Like who told you to not make weight? And that's why I feel like Bob Bomac was like, bro. Bomac probably want to say like, man, this little nigga wasn't training. He wasn't showing up to the gym. This nigga was bullshit. And what make it worse? What make it worse for Keyshawn is like, dude he just got a whole newborn. Like you got a whole newborn with no fucking job. No job. Man, I know when I had my child, nigga, the very first thing I did was put so much fucking work on myself. Shift after shift, trying to make some type of money, like, cause you gotta keep that shit coming in. This nigga had a kid and just no job. There's no nothing. No money, no cash flow coming in right now.
I mean, he's eventually gonna get a fight, bro, because he's too talented and
that's what we want. But look, when's the last time he had a fight?
Gosh, I don't even know, bro.
That's a long time from right now. He don't even have no shit lined up right now.
Richardson Hitchens, he has a fight lined up, right? He hasn't announced who it is, but he's gonna fight in some months. Am I wrong about that, or
they're saying it's Ortiz?
Yeah, Keyshawn need to get it together. As a black man talking to a younger black man, he just need to get that shit together. Like you got.
I'll say this though: if I'm Team Abdullah Mason, you stay away from Keyshawn, bro. I don't think that's a good matchup for them.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he probably would beat Abdullah Mason.
He definitely would beat Abdullah Mason. I like
Abdullah Mason.
Really
first of all, shout out to my nigga Insane.
Respect to the channel, man. Respect. Salute to the chat. Salute my nigga Art, man. Man, I got some breaking news, man.
What's the breaking news, man?
Man, Art Man Apparel, the best boxing merchandise in the game, man.
I know that's right.
Y'all hit
the link. Y'all hit the link, man. artmanapparel.com.
It's the best in the game,
man.
y'all.
But I wanted to cook on Mason real quick. With Mason, he needs to work on his discipline, bro. He's not disciplined enough for me. He's not sticking behind that jab. He's on some like, nigga hit me, I'm gonna take that shit to him shit. And I get it, that's entertaining. But bro, like, nigga, you only like how old is this nigga? Like 21? Nigga, and you taking crazy punches from punchers. Like that fight with Sam Noakes, like, man, ain't no telling how that shit affected Mason.
Now, people saying that he did that on purpose, but I low-key think that maybe he just can't do it. Maybe he don't have a good judge a good judge of distance. And he got a good jab, but it's not like super elite where he can just take that shit off of 12 rounds. You know what I mean? Maybe that's just the issue.
Like, and I know Dirk, you go get in your feels probably, but like Devin Haney, you gotta watch Devin Haney because that's somebody who knows how to maintain discipline. He maintained discipline so much, some fans even criticize him for it. Like, damn man, you should have just jumped on this guy, but it's like, nope, I'm just gonna stick behind my jab, and I'm just gonna box this guy.
What he should have did was mix it up, like a little bit of that and a little bit of fighting. You know, just.
When times Mason stuck behind his jab, the fight was easy. And his coach was telling I don't know if it's his brother, his coach, but he was like, bro, it's so easy. Just pop the jab out. Just stick the jab out. And Mason said, no, I'm gonna throw an uppercut with my fucking left hand down. Like, what? Shit's crazy.
That was his brother. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Because I watched the Floyd Schofield spar before the Sam Noakes fight, and I was very impressed with his jab. I said, damn. Because his jab looked sharp and very fast. But the Sam Noakes fight, I knew Sam Noakes could punch, but honestly, Yeah, he was just letting him get to the inside. He would fight a smart fight for a little bit, and then he would go back to letting Sam Nooks just walk him down.
Yeah, I know the thing about that Sam Noakes fight, right? What we were looking at were two dogs. That's what that was. They was two dogs and they was hungry for a championship and an opportunity, right? This is what happened when two of the best meet each other. You have a chess in the match. You have a chess match like that. So that's what y'all seen. And though Abdullah Mason wasn't really taking pointers from his corner, remember Floyd Mayweather used to do the same thing too. They'd tell Floyd something, and Floyd like figure it out on his own, something different in the ring. So he was just probably doing what he felt, and he never been in there with a dog like Sam Noakes. Because let's not say Sam Noakes is not a dog, because that dude's a dog.
Nah, he
You know what I'm
definitely is.
saying?
I said it was going to be a hard fight before they fought each other. And also, like you said, with Floyd, when he was at the lower weights, when he was Pretty Boy, he got into a bunch of dog fights. He got one into with the Drunken Master. What's his name? Augustus. He got one
Yeah,
with that.
Emmanuel Augustus, right? Something like that. Augustus,
Yeah,
something like
Manuel
that.
Augustus. And then that one dude who's a coach now, I forget his name, black dude. Um,
Shane.
Shit. Ain't no four kings. Devin is the only one that's never ducked. Yeah, but like I said, if I was Mason, man, and his team, they need to just be. If he's really like that, they need to move him as the guy that's going to be the legend killer. He's going to be the guy that can beat Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson, going forward, because these guys are only getting older. Devin and all these guys are only getting older. There's there has to be a new guy that's doing their thing, and Mason needs to go ahead and put his thing.
yeah,
I
Put
I
yeah.
his,
I, ag- I agree with you 100%. The thing is this though, and this all I'm saying, Art. Sometimes you got to see if your dog got some dog in him. I understand you want him to stay behind a jab. I understand you want him to be a technical boxer. But what happened when you get into a dog fight? Can you fight? Can you be a dog when it's time to be a dog? And I think Abdullah Mason showed that.
yeah, he
Anybody?
did he
Damn,
did.
I think my shit
I'm
tripped
proud.
out
I'm proud
again.
of the young dude. A lot
Art,
of
you hear
people
me?
give him. Yeah, I can hear
Yeah,
you
my
just
shit
fine.
tripped again.
No, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Oh shit. Now I like Mason, and I feel like Mason. He's gonna go far in this boxing shit. He just
He
needs
was,
to continue. He just needs to. I feel like the things he needs to sharpen up is just his discipline. He needs to learn how to just stay behind that jab. A lot of
yeah.
fights, every fight don't have to be a dog fight. Every punch doesn't have to be a knockout punch. And
He remind
honestly,
me of Boots
he
a
he
little bit.
he reminds me of Boots a lot of bit,
Yeah.
a lot of
Although
bit.
although Boots is a lot better at maintaining distance when he wants to, like he showed against Danny Onis. Um, that's the difference between the Boots is more technical than Abdullah, but there's some similarities in terms of athleticism. Like they got a wiry body, the long reach, hand speed, power, very talented, but sometimes they can be undisciplined. You're right.
Yep. Man, I just want Shakur to beat this guy Tio, man. But to be honest, I don't have a dog in this race because Tio fuck around. He could probably pull it off too. Tio
No,
probably see. Tio probably
hell
see
no.
some
He
shit.
he don't got the
He
style
see
to
some
beat
shit.
Shakur, bro.
He
Just
might have a
like he
size.
didn't have the
He
style to
might
beat
have a
Devin,
size and
bro.
pop too.
He niggas that know how to control distance is gonna give Tio problems, bro. That's why he didn't want to fight Devin. So like that's just a bad like every time he get in there with boxers like Martin, Jermaine Ortiz, all these niggas made him look ass. Imagine Shakur.
Well, we never seen Shakur at 140 though, Dirk.
I mean, the Shakur is not. I mean, also Shakur is not as big as niggas want to claim he is either. By the way, um, but I don't think the size is gonna be that much of an issue because Tio is not a super big 140.
I mean, Shakur. I don't know. He should be able to get past Tio. I'm not betting on Tio at all. Yeah, in my opinion, he should be up because here's my thing with Shakur. If all else fails, I think he could beat Tio just staying behind the jab and controlling distance. Sandor Martin, Sandor Mind fight definitely showed Tio
I
gets that
think if he can take
southpaws. It's crazy.
if he can take T.O.'s power, bro, it's gonna be a long night for Teofimo. That's a big if. But if he can, it's gonna be a long night because I think Shakur's a better inside fighter than T.O. too. He is. Like if you watch him, Shakur know how to fight in the pocket. People don't always ignore that shit about his game, but he know how to fight in the pocket. So I don't see where Tio has really much of an advantage. The only range where it's kind of equal is the mid range because Tio is a good counterpuncher. I'll give him that.
Tio never really showed that he has power at 140.
Yeah, but Shakur is the one moving up though, so this probably be the biggest puncher he's been in the ring with. Well, you could make an argument for De Los Santos, but outside of De Los Santos, he's probably the biggest puncher he's been in the ring with.
See, I'm not one of these goofy ass boxing fans who think power is everything because power
Yeah,
is not. I understand that you can lose a fight on points. Somebody
right.
can outpoint you. Somebody can win in a way that you may not like it. And Shakur knows how to. He mastered that. Him and Dev,
Absolutely.
even because a lot of people try to give him slack for that De Los Santos fight. And how I judge it is that with the De Los Santos fight, he showed that even if his opponent is a lot stronger than he think he is, and he's punching hard, he knows how to evade those punches and leave the fight unscathed. Because the
No, yeah,
shit
you're right.
with the De Los Santos fight, he felt them hot ass punches from De Los Santos and say, you know what, I'm not gonna engage with this guy, especially if my hand is not all the way together.
Yeah, and it
That type of
wasn't
shit
just the
is
power.
mentally that's frustrating. Mentally, that's super frustrating.
And it wasn't just the power that had that nigga hesitate. It was also the De Los Santos timing. He's a good counterpuncher, so he can time you. So Shakur didn't want to make any mistakes and get caught.
That shit was funny as hell though. That De Los Santos fight, nigga. The I tried to not be on that Shakur boring style shit, but man, nigga, they had the motherfucking legends Rakim and Nas in the crowd. One of them niggas look faded and sleepy as shit. Them
Yeah, that
niggas
was
look
funny.
sleepy as shit. And I was like, damn man, Shakur Stevenson, fuck, that ain't a good look. But
When
he's go ahead.
when they was flaming him on the radio show was even funnier on the podcast.
Yeah. But in this style with Tio, I feel like that's not gonna help his case, bro.
No, I mean we're gonna see, bro. I think Shakur is wrong for a nigga like T.O., but we're gonna see.
Yeah, of course. That's what I'm saying. I think Tio he really got shit for Shakur. Said he did the dash in the ring. He definitely did the dash in the ring. Said fuck that.
I keep saying it, bro. Hey, the style to give niggas like Shakur or even Devin problems is a nigga like Virgil Ortiz. Well,
Somebody
specifically somebody
this
that big.
Mexican dude keeps on trying to troll me. He's
Oh,
like, oh, Devin needs to fight just to move up and fight Fedora and Virgil Ortiz since if he's really like that.
that's
I'm like,
crazy.
what?
I mean, that fight might be possible if he moves up. Eventually, he's gonna move up because there's only so many niggas at 147. But for now, what's the point? That's Boots. Also, I think he's fighting Boots next, bro. He might not make it out that fight.
You think so?
I think Boots type of fighter, bro. Both of them niggas, to be honest with you, is the type of fighters that can end your career. Like if it's that type of fight, it can shorten your career for sure.
You think what
Look at
if
uh
you know
Look at
with
Roman
the
Villa, bro. Roman Villa, before Roman Villa fought Boots, he was known for having a great chin, super durable. He'll walk through anything. After he fought Boots, bro, he been stopped 2 times ever since.
you say broke him, Boots broke him.
Yeah, yeah, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. I think Ortiz has ass whooping overdue.
Oh
I,
yeah,
I don't
especially
like.
because
I don't
he
like
talked to
that.
him
I don't
before.
like that shit. Him and his team be popping like they just all that. Virgil Ortiz is just some killer. This nigga ain't never even touched no fucking belt, bro.
Yeah,
But if he go
Robert
out,
talked too
if
much. His dad
yeah,
talked too much. His bitch ass manager Rick Mirrigan, whatever his name is, he talked too much. Yeah, they
yeah,
definitely got him coming, bro, for sure.
overrated. He beat Madrimov and niggas acting like this nigga's a fucking goat. He beat Madrimov and fucking
Bro,
Cuban.
Madrimov. before Madrimov fought Bud, he fought this dude fresh out of prison. I forget the brother's name,
Walker.
but he looked Walker, bro. He looked like trash in that fight, bro. Like now all of a sudden Madrimov, this
I
European
know Walker because that
technical.
nigga was on the Contender.
Yeah, they act like Madrimov, this European technical wizard or something. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro.
That nigga went. You went to all this European school of boxing. This nigga's out of prison. They get
Yeah,
niggas out of prison can get a fucking
fresh
technical boxer.
out, crazy.
Nah, that's just fucking crazy. But nah, Madrimov's good though. Sometimes that styles make fights.
Yeah,
But
yeah, he is
Ortiz,
a good fighter. But I mean,
I ain't gonna lie, I didn't know how big Ortiz was, bro.
he's
Ortiz been
big
getting
boy,
big as shit. He looked like a fucking, like a
bro.
big ass Mexican.
Well, both of them niggas should be at 160 right now.
Mm.
They got like a couple fights left at 154.
I ain't gonna lie, I can't wait to see what fucking Ortiz dad gonna say when Boots put the fucking beats on that nigga.
He gonna throw in the towel for his son, bro. Boots gonna make him force him to do that, unless he want his son to have no longer have a career.
Right. Right. You think Boots gonna become undisputed at 154?
It's possible.
Or you think he gonna do that 160 thing?
I mean, we're gonna see, bro. I think PBC might try to blackball this nigga because he ain't signed with him.
Boots don't want that smoke at 160. That what's that nigga name? Yo Hernandez. He'll beat the fuck out of Boots probably.
I mean, bro, I know it's just sparring, but all I'm gonna say is they have sparred. They sparred this past year, and
I know.
I'm gonna just say this, bro. It did not go well for Yoeli.
Nah, don't say that.
Yeah,
I heard nigga.
yeah,
Nah,
and
don't
no,
say that. He
I heard
said
it from the.
no. He was saying that this nigga he was doing better than Canelo Alvarez for sure.
Okay,
Against in
he
the sparring.
said
That's
Boots
what
hits
he
harder than
said.
Canelo too.
He said he could feel that, but he didn't say this nigga was hell no. He know there's a difference between Canelo Alvarez and Boots, and we probably we know that. We know that. It's the difference between you know. I ain't gotta say too much, but you know.
No, of course, but I'm just saying that what's the name? YSM was there, bro. He seen the sparring. All I'm gonna say, it didn't go well for Yoeli.
I know fucking YSM Jamil, nigga. I got this nigga fucking text phone number. I was texting the other day. I
Did
know the
you
nigga.
text him
I'm
about?
just saying
Did you text him about that?
about that fight. I mean about the sparring. Yeah, he told me. He said, yeah, it was a nice competitive shit, but I ain't gonna lie. It's different under the bright lights, bro. And that
Of
nigga got
course, of
that dude.
course.
And plus, dude gonna come in there weighing like 200 fucking pounds on fight night if he fought Boots at
Yeah,
160.
but I mean, it's all about skill at
Like,
the end of the day. Like, and Boots ain't no little boy himself. You know.
said,
Uh,
who's Boots next fight? You think that Ortiz fight next?
I think so, bro. I mean, because it seems like both fighters want it, and I
Yeah,
think
they
people
talking
putting a lot
about.
of pressure on Ortiz, bro. Like, if he don't fight Boots next, people gonna be pressing his ass. So I think they're gonna force him to get into that fight.
This nigga said he would have fight Errol Spence at the Cowboy Stadium. Like the
Bro,
whole
and then
yo, shut the fuck up.
I know you a Earl Spence fan, so I hope you one of the few Earl Spence fans that think that's some bullshit, bro. That's a duck,
That is some
right?
bullshit.
Okay.
Bullshit.
All right, thank you. Because, like, bro, nigga coming
But
off a
then,
2-year layoff,
but
he don't got a coach. Come on, man.
it definitely is some bullshit. But he knows. But he knows that he know that's a winnable fight for him, and that's a name.
Yeah,
That's more winnable for him than a
then
Boots
Boots.
fight.
Boots is like a last minute type fight where you cash out.
I low key feel like Boots hate me. I low key feel like Ortiz hates the fact that Boots is his fucking rival that's associated
Yeah.
with his name. Because
No,
that's
did you hear? Max asked him a very question like, um, how do you feel that people view you as a guy that's part of Boots' story and not the other way around? Basically, you a side piece character in Boots' legacy. How do you feel about that? Like he
it's
was
already
bothered by
written.
that question, bro.
It's already
He-
written that you're gonna lose to this nigga.
yeah, you a stepping stone. So like he got bothered by that question. Um, I mean, hey, it's up to you to
I
prove
would be
wrong.
bothered too, but what I love about this sport, and I'll watch it over any other sport, is because you got two fucking fists, and you can tell the world can think one thing, and your fist can say, "Nigga, fuck what y'all talking about. I'm beating the shit out of this nigga. Now what? Now he part of my story."
Yeah,
That's
and
what I love about boxing.
And Boots. I don't think Boots has the IQ of a Terrence Crawford, so he might go in that fight against Virgil, do some dumb shit, and get caught,
Some
bro. It's
wild
very
shit and get
possible.
caught with some shit.
Yeah, absolutely, it can happen. I'm not putting that out, but
But sometimes niggas be niggas be worried. They be worried because I don't care what these fans say. These fans will tell you, "Oh, niggas ain't scared, bro." Niggas real life be scared, bro. It's different. You can literally die in there, nigga. What you talking about?
absolutely,
Niggas ain't
absolutely.
scared.
No, actually,
Nigga,
having a little bit of fear is good, bro, because when the human mind has like a fear in his mind, you're more alert and you're more sharp. That's good. It's a good thing to
like
have that.
like Mike Tyson, real
Yeah,
life killer, like in his prime, like nigga, you seen this nigga monster. This nigga
yeah,
said I was scared shitless going into these fucking fights. The
yeah,
fuck? I was scared like a motherfucker. I was scared. But
yeah,
I started letting them hands go. I wasn't scared after that. But I feel like every fighter has that, like, yeah, this shit could go fucking left.
yeah.
It
I
could go
thought Bud
left.
looked up. Yeah, all of them, bro. Like some of them just better hiding than others. That's all.
Yeah, I think you said Ortiz, Virgil Ortiz don't want it. Yeah, Ortiz.
I don't,
Here's the thing,
I don't
Ortiz.
think so.
Ortiz. It's like all these boxers today, bro. They're all businessmen. They want to maximize profit. They want to maximize profit without having that crazy ass fight. How do
Yeah.
you bounce back after getting your ass beat?
That's why they keep talking about, oh, we can have all these other fights before we fight each other and build up the fight. That's what Garcia was saying, Rob Garcia. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, we can make all this money before we cash out.
Y'all was just accusing Boots of ducking y'all just like 8 months ago. Now what happened?
Bro, that shit with Turkey killed all that A side, B side. We don't got no money. Niggas ain't making, they ain't selling. All that talk is dead. I'm so glad. If anything I support in boxing from Turkey is that he killed that narrative. Because now
Right.
you have somebody that's saying, oh, well, if the people want it, we got the money for it.
Absolutely. And if anything, if it were a side, it would be Boots because he's shown he can sell more tickets. It's always this narrative that Mexicans are the ones that sell the tickets. No, they don't, bro. That if you look at all the biggest pay-per-view draws in history, a majority of them is black.
Bro, when I go to my store at Analytics, nigga, I don't see just Mexicans. I see black and Mexicans.
Yeah. We support our fighters too now. Like I don't understand that narrative where that came from. Like if
Black
anything,
people.
it's more black fighters that sell tickets that can
You
do
think
ten
Mexicans is
thousand.
just buying the pay-per-views of Floyd Mayweather?
Right. Like,
Bro,
come on
ni-
now.
bro, real life at my job years ago when I worked at a hospital. Old lady, she knew Javante Davis because she knows Floyd Mayweather.
Mhm.
Literally. She's like, oh yeah, that's that boy that fight for Floyd Mayweather. They know black people, they support certain things. Like when Floyd was fighting these other guys, man, fighting these pay-per-view fights, man, black people was paying for that shit, bro. It wasn't just Mexicans.
Yeah,
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I wish I was a little bit older. I definitely would have bet on all those Floyd fights. I don't know why niggas was betting against this nigga.
because they can't stand his ass.
Niggas was picking. Niggas bet money on Manny Pacquiao to beat Floyd Mayweather. Niggas, what is his name? Mark Wahlberg. This nigga,
Mhm.
this nigga bet P Diddy like fucking like three
I don't
million.
like that nigga, bro. Something about him is just off. Like Mark Wahlberg, this nigga is like one of those culture vulture type of niggas, bro.
He
Like
a
he,
racist.
yeah, he is, bro. But
Undercover
like, and
racist.
then like
Like
you,
he from
like,
Boston.
I'm not surprised. But like this motherfucker be walking around like I don't like this dude, bro.
This nigga he had a charge for beating. I think he beat up some Asian dude, and he was calling him all type of anti-Asian slurs and shit like that.
I
All
mean,
type of shit. Yeah,
they be kissing
wow.
their ass, bro. Like they got to get their wake up call. So it is what it is with that.
A lot of niggas gotta get that wake up call. Not
Oh,
a
for
lot.
sure.
A lot of niggas. What you think about this motherfucking this shit with ice and stuff in Minnesota?
Oh, with the Somalians.
Yeah, man, that shit's. I feel like a lot of people getting a wake up call here in Minnesota, man.
I mean, if they hadn't got one before, they better now. Yeah, bro. They trying to get rid of their ass. It is what it is. I don't really know too many Somalians, to be honest with you, bro. I'm in Arizona.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't really interact with them.
I'm in Minnesota. It's the hub of that shit. With this shit, I'm not gonna lie. I just stay out the way because it's not my business. That's me. I
Right.
just it's not my business. This
Yeah.
shit's just crazy, man. With politics, and even with politics and boxing, man. This whole WBC shit, I stay out the way with that shit too because it's like these guys. Nobody wants to speak up on this. How is it that the WBC can say they're gonna charge somebody $300,000, but they can't tell you where the money's going?
The most corrupt organization in boxing, and that's saying a lot because this whole damn sport corrupt.
That's just crazy. Like, where's this money going? Oh, retired fighter. What retired fighter? You
What you
can't get
need 300,000 for, bro?
300,000, nigga.
I believe it's 330 to be exact. Yeah, but I say
Nigga,
he paid all the other sanctioning bodies, but they didn't ask for 300,000. Yeah,
WC so corrupt. Like, you want me to give you 300,000. Meanwhile, you got a fucking racist drug cheat fighting for the same belt that you want me to pay 300,000 for at a lower weight class.
hey man, Canelo's their golden goose, bro. Canelo did what he told him to do. Canelo brought them the money. Canelo paid the sanctioning fees. They love Canelo, and he's Mexican, and you know the WBC is based in Mexico. So put the two and two together. You know.
How do you see the Shakur Teal fight playing now? I don't think we spoke on the
Um,
fight itself.
I think it might be a little bit boring, bro. Because every time you get two counter punches in the ring, it's not gonna be too much action, bro. They're gonna be trying to go off against each other, like, or try to react based on what the other guy does. Unless Tio just decides to bring the fight to Shakur, which I think he will have to. Uh, I got Shakur winning like eight. What's it called? 10-2, maybe 12-0. I wouldn't be surprised if he dropped Tio.
What if Tio hurts Shakur though? Catch him in the corner and hit him with something stiff.
It's possible if he knew how to cut off the ring. He don't know how to cut off the ring though. He's very athletic, very flashy, but his fundamentals when it comes to fighting on the front foot is not good.
Jose Chess. I don't know, man. That fight, it's hard for me to get up for that fight. One of my clients said, "Hey, Art, man, you want to go fly out to that Shakur fight?" I said, "Hell nah,
I know why, because you don't like both of them niggas.
hell." That's what I'm saying. Hell nah. And then on top of that, New York is like, I don't
Uh,
know, nah, hell nah.
bro,
I'm good.
somebody somebody said it, bro, and it's very true, bro. Too many black people, bro, is giving these motherfuckers platforms and just kikiing and giggling with these motherfuckers like T.O. and Ryan Garcia, bro. What the fuck is wrong with these niggas? Like DDG
These niggas, it's all about clout and money, bro.
clowns, bro.
A lot of people here's my here. I understand it, but then again, it's like
It's fine.
nobody wants to be on that super militant black power shit because that's a big responsibility. Once you start moving like that, it comes with a lot of responsibility. So nobody wants to be on that calling a nigga out for racism shit. They rather just say it from the outside instead of actually dealing with it in person. Especially if standing out can fuck with your cash flow. So niggas on some like I'd rather just prioritize getting making content and making money off of this shit rather than fighting against racism because it's a big responsibility fighting against racism and shit like that. So niggas just rather just key and ha ha with the racism and profit off of it instead of calling that shit out. And I understand that shit, but me personally, I can't do it. I can't see myself ha ha and kikiing with this nigga. If I do, I would make it super awkward by bringing that shit up every time during the interview. Like like if I'm DDG, I seen one clip of DDG like showing him clips of him getting dropped and shit, and just laughing at him for it. That's
Hmm.
funny. But me personally, if I'm making money off this racist dude, and I have him on my stream, I'm gonna make the shit real uncomfortable. I'm gonna bring it up, the cheating shit. I'm gonna bring up all that shit every time, unless
He probably don't even know about that shit,
Ryan
bro.
Garcia is making these niggas sign NDAs or
No,
telling me
I,
that,
I
yeah,
guarantee, I guarantee DDG probably don't even know about that stuff.
you don't even know about none of that shit.
Yeah,
And I want to believe that too. I want to believe that too. I want to believe that these niggas just not knowing that what type of shit Ryan Garcia is on.
but niggas like Shakur and Keyshawn, them niggas don't got no excuse, bro. Like
Yeah,
these
y'all don't
niggas.
got no. Y'all heard this nigga.
See, this is why it's important to have a father in your life, bro. Because that's the type of person that will install that type of stuff in you, especially if it's a good one, not just any father. But you know what I mean. I'm just saying.
They said, "Art, you talked to Norman Senior since Judgment Day?" Hell no.
I
Hell
ain't seen
no.
Norman Senior on YouTube in a while, bro. Did he finally calm down and stay? Oh man, that's
Man,
just crazy.
I seen the doubt in Father and Senior's eye. That interview, the last interview he did with Mill City before the fight, where he said he looked like he just woke up, and he said, "Man, I had a dream. And I put two and two together. Amari Jones, Amari Jones. Yeah, he remembered that Amari Jones sparred his son and probably put the beats on his son, and he told the world that damn. That's why now I understand why Dev is so confident in this fight because he probably
Oh,
niggas probably
that's
got the
good.
intel
That's
on
what
his
I
ass.
told you, and that's what I told you about what's his name, Progress. Shakur had just sparred Regis, and the first person he called was Dev. This is way back when they was cool. And he said, "Bro, this nigga is trash." That's exactly what he said. And I don't know if you saw the interview Regis had way back then. He was talking about how good Shakur was.
I do
So
remember that.
yeah, so Dev was he put that two together, and that's why he wanted that fight. And you saw what
But you
happened.
know, I'm not even a boxer, but if I was able to watch Brian Norman film and see exactly the flaws that niggas can capitalize on, I'm sure Bill Haney and them niggas had a masterful plan, which they fucking did. But you
Yeah,
can
bro.
see it, man.
Yeah, bro. Niggas like Frank Martin and Brian Norman are not. They weren't born in this shit, bro. They're kind of late
So they're
bloomers.
more predictable when they fight.
Yeah, like
Brian Norman, he has the
yeah.
physical, but he's missing a lot of things. His coaching, his and I said it, man. Y'all really believe this type of coaching is gonna get the job done?
Hmm.
Hell no. Nah. This nigga told his son go knock out Quentin Randall, but he ain't tell him how to knock him out. He ain't say use the jab, double up on the jab, follow up on it, hit him with a hook. He just said go knock him out. I said, oh yeah, that type of coaching. That's not elite level coaching. That's not elite level fighter. You said Amari Jones beat him. Nah, Amari Jones beat him up in sparring, and Amari Jones
That
was,
is that confirmed? How do you know this?
huh?
Is that confirmed? How do you know this?
Yeah, it's confirmed.
Okay, I didn't hear about this. I didn't even know they sparred.
I didn't hear about it until the senior said it.
So he senior said out of his own mouth he put hands on my son.
No, no, no.
Okay,
You could read between the lines. He said, yeah,
okay.
yeah, Amari Jones, we sparred it, and it was 50-50. 50-50, huh?
Oh, you know what that means. Okay.
Yeah, you know what that means. If he ain't outright whooping the nigga ass, you know that he gave your son some troubles.
I heard with the boot stuff. I heard Boot stopped sparring Brian Norman because he says, in his own words, it's not good work.
I
I
know.
think that's
I
what.
see. I see. Look, that's why I posted that clip of Boots talking about Brian Norman after the Staniosis fight. He was like, "Man, Brian Norman is not good."
Yeah, bro. And Boots don't really talk like that, bro. He really don't talk like that to people. But that should
That's why.
tell you.
Yeah, it kind of reminded me of the same shit Devin said. He said, "Nigga, this nigga really a bum."
Yeah, yeah,
But he not
yeah.
a
That's the
bum.
same thing
He's
about
not a
Reefer,
bum.
bro.
But
I saw.
boxers know, bro. They know there's a difference between a nigga that's just brute strong and a nigga that's fucking like skilled. Like you really got to worry about this nigga boxing brain.
Exactly, because I tell people all the time, bro, boxing is a small community. Especially at the elite level or the higher level. All these niggas know each other, bro. They all came up together in the same amateur system. They all spar each other. They know who's good and who's not. So come on now.
Yeah,
That's
that's
why Hitchens picked Dev. Like they asked him the question when they first got made the fight. He picked Dev immediately, bro. He didn't even think about it, and he sparred Brian on. I would say Hitchens is the closest thing to a Devin Haney, stylistically. I know you don't like me saying that, bro, but it's the truth.
nah. You know what it is. I don't mind that talk anymore. You know why? Because
Yeah.
I came to the conclusion that Hitches is he's just Devin. He's Devin's tether. That's what he is.
He's the Tedder version.
Yeah, he's Devin's tether. He's behind the fucking mirror. He wants to be like that. That's why, boy, them niggas, and they shut it down. They shut it down immediately because I knew these niggas was moving in this direction. Hitchens was trying to make that fucking Regis Prograde fight. He was
Mhm.
trying to make Regis Prograde versus Hitchens, bro. But then the fans was like, bro, please don't do that shit, bro. That's you really not gonna beat that wannabe Devin Haney fucking allegation if you fight Hitchens next. I mean, if you fight not Campos,
Yeah, I wouldn't want to see that, bro.
Regis next.
That's gonna be a one sided fight. And I'm not trying to see one sided fight. I want to see competitive.
I don't like
Also,
the
I
fact
think
that this nigga's running around off this Cambosis W act like he did something. Like, nigga, this is Cambosis, bro.
I mean Cambosis has always been Cambosis to me. Hey, if I keep it a buck, but I don't think
What
Cambosis
nigga?
ever got better.
What's better, beating Cambosis after him beating Teofimo Lopez, or beating Cambosis after he got stopped by Lomachenko?
I mean, I get it, but
Yeah.
even then, like when he beat Tio, I didn't think much of Cambosis. I just thought
Now,
enemy.
if anything, then we shouldn't be looking anything at Tio because, man, at the end of the day, in a fair fight with drug testing was present, nigga, Tio lost to Cambosis fair and square.
He did lose fair and square, but if they had a rematch, would you pick Cambosis?
Ain't no if. The night to prove it, he lost.
Yeah, I can't argue against
Yeah,
that.
niggas can't argue, and that's why it's like with Tio, man, it's really hard because he beat Lomachenko, but like at the end of the day, you still lost to Cambosis, a sorry ass fighter like Cambosis.
And then he also beat Josh Taylor easily at
But
one.
then Josh Taylor, if we being honest, Josh Taylor really lost to Jack Catterall.
Yeah, that's true. But if we want to play that game, we can say that Regis really lost his to Zerillo, whatever his
Not
name
like
is,
not like that Catterall versus what's his name fight. That's way different.
Josh
Cat,
Taylor.
Cat, Josh Taylor was getting his ass fucking whipped by fucking Jack Catterall, and on top of that, he was too big. That weight class was too much for him. After a while, he was already getting drained.
That's his damn fault because he knows he can't fuck with nobody at 147.
Bro, boxing is such a crazy sport. I still remember when niggas was calling him the white Terrence Crawford.
That's so disrespectful, bro. I don't even know what to say to that. People was picking Josh Taylor to beat Terrence Crawford at one point.
I know. Talking about his run at 140 was way better than Crawford's, if we're
But
being honest.
but the one that really fell off is Tim Zoo.
Oh yeah, 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 man. That shit was just crazy, bro.
They had Tim Zoo beat Crawford, Jermel, Earl Spence, everybody, bro.
That nigga Tim Zoo was believing that hype. He even had the shirt with all them niggas' names on there.
Yeah. I'm coming to take over, mate. I'm coming to America to take over, mate. Like, okay.
I ain't gonna lie, I knew he was on suspect watch because I was at his very first fight in America. He touched out right here in Minnesota in my backyard. I went to go see that fight. This nigga got dropped by Goucher in like the second round, bro. I said, "Oh, this is the nigga that y'all swear is gonna beat Charlo." Getting dropped by Goucher, who's not even known to be a fucking power puncher.
Yep.
Yeah, they didn't. What's his name? People try. People try to make excuse. People try to make excuse for that Fedora fight, bro. he was gonna lose that Fedora fight, the first one, regardless.
I'm not gonna lie. I was one of those people, bro. I thought he was doing good before he got cut, and he was doing good, but he just never recovered. I don't
I
know. It is
seen
what
it,
it is.
bro. That 1-2 down the middle, he don't have no head movement. He don't
No,
have no head movement at all.
he kind of like Brian Norman in a way. Like he a strong motherfucker. He got power, but he lacks technical things in his game that you just can't teach.
You can teach it. You can teach a nigga to have some head movement, but he just don't have it. Some niggas just be stiff. Like Brian Norman, I seen it, bro. He's even with the pad work, it's like these guys, they're just working on all offense. It was no defense, no head movement, no slipping punches, no dipping low, no nothing.
See, people laugh at Stephen Fulton, but let's be real, bro. A lot of niggas will struggle with that type of style. A nigga with a longer reach than you, taller than you, got quick hands, and got a great jab. Like that's hard to deal with, bro.
I know, man. I ain't
Like
gonna. I'm not gonna lie. After a while, I said, man, I feel bad for Steven. I feel bad for Fulton, but then again, I was thinking like, man, Foster, you might as well just go knock this nigga out. He ain't got shit for you.
I don't know why he impressed the issue, but shit, maybe I don't know.
This boxing shit is just different, man. I can't wait to see what 2026 holds, man. Will we ever get that return
Bro,
of Javante
this,
Davis? Will he come back?
I don't know, but this game is all about matchups, bro. Like it's a very, very, very few fighters, bro, that can go in there with any style and be adept and look good.
Yeah,
Very few, bro. I can only name one I can think of.
that's what make you pound for pound, in my opinion.
Yeah,
If you could fight all types of styles and you still have the same outcome,
and that's
like
why
Crawford.
Crawford is number one to me because I've seen him against
Yeah,
all styles.
I seen him against FBAs. I seen him against Ukrainians. I seen him against uh,
Mexican.
Mexicans. I seen him against Africans. I seen him against all types of styles, and he beat all those styles.
Yeah,
That's what makes you pound for pound, in my opinion.
no, you're right.
They
You
definitely
absolutely
do. They definitely do. And fighting niggas with rehydration clause, that makes you look at you like you're not special. Like you
Canelo.
Canelo, your man Shakur Stevenson said he wants to fight Devin on a rehydration clause. That shit's
I
nuts.
hope he changed his mind about that, bro. That's crazy. I can't believe he said that of his own mouth.
It's what makes it crazier is I understand it. Like, yeah, Dev's a big dude, but nigga, you're supposed to be one of them ones, nigga. You're supposed to, nigga. You're not no regular fighter. I thought you were one of those ones cut from that Crawford type of cloth.
Apparently not.
Apparently, fucking not. That nigga got his teeth fixed and now he businessman Shakur. This nigga says about the business when it comes to Dev. I said, what? I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I don't like that shit. I can't sit here and defend it. People are like, man, why are you getting on Shakur's case? I'm like, bro, I got to keep it 1,000. That just sounds like some sucker shit. What do you mean you want to fight Devin on a rehydration clause?
Right.
Why? What are you saying? Are you saying that he might be too much for you without it?
They're too big, man. That's what he's saying.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. You see how big Dev looked in that motherfucking Norman fight? Shit.
He's a big boy, man. He's strong as hell too.
Hey, Dirk. I'm not gonna lie to you, boy.
Don't even think about it. I know
I'm
what you about to say, nigga.
about to say it. I'm about to say it.
Oh my god. Go ahead.
Now looking at it, now we can see it at 147. I tell you what, that probably would have been Booster's hardest fight at 147, especially if he wasn't comfortable making that weight.
Bro, that weight cut was killing Boots. I now see it, bro. Uh,
The
I mean,
boost that boost
I
that
already
fought
inferred.
Stanley, the boost that fought Stanley, you think he would have beat that same Devin Haney that just fought Norman? Be real.
I think so. I don't think they would have took that because Boots was
Hell,
awful. I think so.
nah. I think that
I,
shit would have went to the card. That shit would have went to the fucking cards, and that shit probably would have went in Devin's
I
favor.
mean, if you notice in that fight against Brian Norman, there was a point where Dev's punch output went down a little bit. I think Brian Norman made some sort of adjustment that made Dev not throw as much. But he would definitely do that against Boots because Boots is a much better counterpuncher than Brian Norman. You can't make them.
With that fight with Boots, I feel like with Dev, you would see Dev hit that extra gear. that niggas been wanting to see.
Better be clenching all night. That's what
I
he gonna
think
be doing.
I think he'll be in there. He'll be in there boxing, fighting the shit out of this nigga Boots. It will be a real fight for real, for real.
Nah, he ain't gonna be fighting Boots. You crazy?
And honestly, I feel like Boots. He probably knew that. I'm not gonna lie. Why would I even risk? Why would I risk it fighting this guy if I'm not comfortable making the weight at
Bro,
147?
that's the same
And this
reason he
guy is
didn't fight
skilled.
Tio.
He's skilled.
He is, but Boots
And
can't.
Tio's not. That's not worth it. Fighting Devin Haney at 147, that would have been worth it.
I mean, financially, but in terms of like being at my best, no, it's not. Like, bro, Boots. I think the reason why Boots was getting hit so much towards them last couple
He
of
should.
fights,
I ain't gonna lie. That versus Boost, he should have took that shit over fucking lima beans at 154. Let's be real. Like
no, it wouldn't, because he couldn't make the weight no more, bro. Like, it's
he
ridiculous.
couldn't make the weight one more time to fight in November.
No, he couldn't. That's why he asked for the 152 catch weight. He couldn't make the weight. So if I think the reason why Boots was getting hit so much toward them last couple of fights is because when you weight drain, bro, that shit affects everything. Your reaction time, your reflexes, and if you're a nigga that relies on your reflexes for your defense, like a Boots Ennis, yeah, it's gonna make your defense look bad,
And
bro.
that's why he didn't take the fight at 147 against Devin.
Exactly, and he was right to do so because if you want to fight somebody on a high level, you want to be at your best, right? You don't want to be in their handicap.
Yeah, I get it.
That's ain't 140 because you know better. 154 will have.
What's up with your man Janet back though?
He a cheater, not my man. I don't
That's
know.
just nuts. He was trying to kill. He probably would have killed that nigga Laura, bro.
Yeah,
Laura
bro.
he looked every bit of his age that night, last fight.
Bro, this how you know black fighters are held to a different standard. This nigga blows weight, gets on PEDs, and he gets no backlash. I'm a Janet back there.
Dev said he was winning easy. He didn't need to change. Yeah, look. At one point, bro, you could tell Devin started to feel bad for this nigga Norman because it's like, bro, Norman had nothing for that nigga, bro. Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing.
I think it would be a harder fight for Brian Norman. The Dominican dude that won, what's it, Polanco. I think that'd be a harder fight for. And I also think that Karen would be a harder fight for that technical than.
Yeah, but I don't see Dev. I don't see Dev not. I don't. Dev. He sounds like he only wants to fight champions or money
I
fights.
know. They're gonna duck Karen. All these niggas gonna duck Karen. I already know.
Karen got to become one of these niggas. Who's Devin's mandatory?
Karen is the. I'm pretty sure he's ranked high in the IBF. I don't know who's got the IBF. I think it's one of those Irish niggas. It's Crocker, I think.
I
Yeah,
think Dev gonna fight. What's his name? He might fight that UK nigga who got the belt.
Crocker.
Yeah.
That's easy work. Man.
Yeah, man.
Dev might knock that nigga out. To be honest.
Debo Dev. They calling that man Debo Dev, bro.
Dev might stop that dude. And also, Conor Ben, that's another easy ass fight for Dev. Matter of fact, I can't think of one elite fighter from 140 to 154 that I would pick Conor Ben to beat. I can't think of one. Keyshawn would beat this nigga. Hitchens would beat this nigga. Shakur would beat him. T.O., Dev, obviously Boots, Virgil. All these niggas will cook Conor Ben.
Yeah. Fuck Conor Ben. I don't know why niggas even mention this motherfucker for real. I'll be honest.
He from the UK and he living off his daddy name.
I don't like Shakur. I don't like the fact that Shakur even mentioned this nigga trying to get a fight with this dude.
bro. When you have cachet like Conor Ben in a country like the UK, it is a big fight, whether we like it or not. If anything, if I'm what's the name, Eddie Hearn, and I'm trying to make Boots this big star like he claims he wants to do, I would feed Conor Ben the Boots. But will Conor Ben go through with that? Hell no. At least with Shakur or Dev, you might get outboxed, or you will get outboxed, but you're not gonna go to the hospital.